out, no, so far, bloody heads, and actually not only bloody heads, but also those teams on a Group A has a greater potential for this day to really move up and challenge a lot of teams and learn the tactics of this game. Because Group A will be playing all the 8 matches for today. So just in case they fail for the first half, they still have the second half to be able to go into. But going back, I'm just thinking, remember paring Goku, when every time we go into Kalahari, most of the time Bayfront yung kinalalagyan nung final na safe zone. No? I'm just looking forward to that moment that it will not be Bayfront, probably a different part. We're in probably in a lower part or on the left side of refinery para medyo makaiwas naman tayo doon on the flat area. Doon sa high ground advantage na makukuha of those snipers is more mostly utilized in this area. So we'll have to find out. The RNG gods of Free Fire will have to give us that just in case. But as we go in for the flight, nakita na nga natin dito ang mga tropa natin, and as we expect, we have bloody heads going in command post. We have 2 teams moving over to Council Hall at mukhang dito ata magaganap ang laban between Team Princess and X-Men. Dito, we have the first blood already being done, and Mika Boy will be taken out already early in this game. Parang go.
At ito yung naging rematch nila for the previous match, and right now X-Men actually having a bigger advantage here over Team Princess, at si Tony na naghahanap ng magugupitan ay namatay na nga, and they are eliminated early in this game. And there you have it, Neptune. We have another team na naglalaban ngayon. We have Todak versus WNL, and let's see kung sino nga ba ang hari ng The Maze, as Todak has the higher ground advantage. So talagang mapapaback out itong mga WNL. Pero mukhang si Demon76 galit na galit. Nakahawak na ng granada, kaso nga lang nakita siya sa taas ni Chill. Anong ginagawa mo dyan? Nag-chill lang ako, Chill. Pero right now, X-Boys will have to go for that protection para sa kanilang teammate. Kaso nga lang natuluyan na nila agad yung isa nilang teammate. And let's see. Oh, actually, no. Si Demon76, no. Na-revive siya dito with a very low HP, and Chill has to back out. Wala siyang gaanong protection dito, with Pedro now going for the push on the left or on the right side. But on the left side, merong dalawang players as si Spark and together with Pedro right now. Let's see. Spark able to actually spot one here. Mukhang tinamaan ng onte itong WNL. But right now, Exact just waiting on the other side of that yung staircase na yon. But there you go. Knockdown na nga siya doon. Anong ginagawa nyo? Nag-audition Neptune yung dalawang player ng WNL with 1 member left. This is Demon96. Malabo to, Neptune.
We'll have to find out. Tingnan natin, no? Venom, Demon76 has been taken down. The Venom96 is in here. The pickup needs to be done. Pero and watch and learn is in there. Will be taken down. Napakabilis na pangyayari. Nag-heal ka lang, tapos bigla ang papabagsak. And that is how quick Todak can go for the revive as well as for the flank. And ito na nga, a little celebration for this team after what they have done. Respecto, pre. Respect.
Ano yan? Respito.
Respito.
Respito sa mga nakakatanda, sabi nila. Pero right now, we have Todak right now has to be ready here because K9 Esports from the Philippines is now coming for them. Narinig ng K9 yung barilan na nangyari na yon. But right now, Pain will actually be taken down instead. And Chill, mukhang sobrang aggressive mo, boy. Nandito ang buong party ng K9, and lakad matatag na naman si Norman mga kaibigan, at back pre ang Todak.
Back pre, ang mga tropa natin ng Todak after one of their teammates has been taken down at mukhang spread out a little too thin ang mga tropa natin dito ng Todak. K9 needs to go in for the rush dahil regroup na nga sila dito. They just need to be a little bit careful dahil nabanggit natin dito. This is a sniper battlefield and they need to be careful of the high ground kung saan nakatago nga ang posibleng titira sa kanila paunti-unti, mababawas sa kanila paunti-unti. 1 kill already to the sides of K9 Esports. Moving into yet another team. We have Diversity Gaming and Geek Fam. Ito na nga, bawi lang ng bawi ang ginagawa ng mga tropa na dito, especially doon sa mga unang napababagsak on early engagement from the previous match.
Rematch to mga kaibigan. Geek Fam versus DG Part 2. And si Raja mga kaibigan ay napatumba dito. 3 ang kalaban niya. Asan na yung ibang Geek Fam? Iniwan na siya ng mga tropa niya. Rendon mentality mga kaibigan ang ginawa ng Geek Fam dito. Focus sa goal, iwan pati ka-squad. And Eden77 will take him out. 3 members left for Geek Fam, but Fikri right now going for the flank on the other side, on the other angle. Uy! Grabe naman yon, yung mga sniper na yon, one hit. Mukhang hindi siya made-delete, Neptune, and they have that cover na pwede nilang gamitin. Isama mo na yung glue wall.
Oh, one hit pangit ang ginawa dito. And there goes Fikri against Papa. 44, hindi nakawala sa sniper ni Fikri ng Geek Fam. Pero another hit in there. Pero hindi agad babagsak. No, it's really good to see Fikri back on his feet. It's a 1-3 split from Geek Fam right now. A little bit too safe for the rest of the teams dahil kung sakali that he will be able to get a one hit in there, one knockdown near their area, then the rest of the team of Geek Fam will be able to go for the rush. But this time, they will be backing off. We have Diversity Gaming who's already stuck in the middle, and mukhang ang Bloody Heads dito ang susunod na magiging kalaban ng mga tropa natin. They just need to be smart, and I think they are being smart right now. They don't want to give out as much information dahil nalaman na nila that one of the mistakes that they have is to be taken out early. So they need to be careful. They need to get all those information and then hit later on once they are ready.
And the beauty of the revive, Neptune, ito yung maganda sa torneo na to. Merong revive option yung mga teams, and Raja is back in business, mga kaibigan. And X-Men right now waiting for Geek Fam to come in. And if you remember, Geek Fam from the previous MCP Major talagang dominating yung team nila. But let's see dito sa Free Fire Challenger Series kung ganun din ba ang mangyayari. Kanina nakuha na nila yung buya, pero right now mukhang mahihirapan sila kasi ang daming gumagatekeep sa team ng Geek Fam. And X-Men right now already have 4 kills in the bag. Meron na silang confidence from that exchange in the early stages of the game. And right now, Oren, grabe naman to, akyat torre ang ginawa, hindi na akyat bahay, Neptune. Pero right now, nakita na nga si Flank, and Flank right now, down to half HP. Meron pang umakit doon na isa. She shots, and shots right now has that height advantage as well on the other side ng Geek Fam with Dren or Oren na nandoon sa taas ng other side ng tower na yon. And uy, ang ganda ng laban na to, no? Neptune, agawang base, mga kaibigan.
Agawang base, no? Pataasan. Pero ito pa, si Jazz Lee will be in here on the other side. Mukhang magdedelikado dito si Oren. But there go shots moving down at si Jazz Lee na nga papalit dito to take a look. But with 3 members right now of X-Men, they need to be careful. And a good escape naman dito by Oren to be able to regroup with the team, moving into the different teams. Naman na naglalaban, it's AKO Khmer right now. Boyloy, nagdedelikado. Tinatamaan unti-unti, but Decos will be hit as well. We need to recover. Waiting game is happening right now, and there goes the grenade, and the time turner just in time to be able to release and avoid those shots. Pero si Boyloy tumakbo, punta dito, at without a blue wall, using this boulder, will be able to hide out. Pero ang tanong, maaatakas kaya sila dito? And I think that is the tactics that is being done by AKO right now, is to move away because of the high ground advantage. The UAV has been released right now, and they will spot on kung nasa na nga ba ang mga kalaban. But AKO, they have no choice but to fire back. No, walang no choice, paring go.
Oh, walang no choice kasi itong mga freshly squeezed na Orange Esports, mga kaibigan, talagang pine-pressure itong mga AKO Khmer, and mukhang may madadaanan na doon. Kaso nga lang, nagsiswish tayo dito. So may Todak, kalaban ng DG. Mukhang ang dami nangyayaring labanan dito. And right now, Todak is now able to actually take 2 down from Diversity Gaming. But si Pedro ay dumapa, mga kaibigan. But then again, Chill has the backup. Ito na si Papa, mga kaibigan. Papa, help me! And there you go. No, walang help para kay Papa. And Pedro will survive together with Chill. Todak now with 8 kills. Neptune, ang dami na.
Oo, 8 kills. Ayan, si Papa versus Daddy Chill is in there. Pero makakalaban naman dito ng mga tropa natin ng Eastern Wolves Gang. Exact right now going in for the snipe. And there goes Monito! Grabe naman yun! konti lang ang pinakita dito outside of the glue wall. Pero si eksakto ang pagka-api na doon sa shot and with that sniper. Pero si JC naman na dito, mukhang babawi outside of the safe zone. Papaputok ko na nga dito and Chill has been taken down. We have a JC to us and Riven na kailangang mag-reposition. Otherwise, baka kunti na sila mabuwasan dito at mag-keep ng ibang mga teams dahil nandito rin ang Bloody Heads. They are just waiting for their chance to go in for that kill. Pero si Exact, nandito. Mukhang mag-gatekeep sa mga tropa natin ng Eastern Wolves gang. But Mark and Morgana, the dynamic good duo, will be in there for the kill. And there goes Mark against Exact. Sniper sa sniper.
At napaganda na ginagawa ng Bloody Head dito. Kanina pa sila nakatambay sa command post eh. Amin ang command post, walang ibibigay ang Bloody Head sa ibang mga teams na nandito. And Exact right now, nakagapang na lang siya doon na parang sanggol. Wala nang tutulong sa'yo kahit si Daddy Chill o si Papa. Wala na. Wala na Exact, pero right now, mukhang eliminated na nga doon si Exact. 1 kill para sa Bloody Head. And magandang magandang sign to para sa Bloody Head ng Philippines. And they have to probably rotate away from this area kasi now we have the next phase, Neptune, wala na sa command post yung bilog.
Yeah, definitely. And mukhang maganda rin yung split na ginawa dito. No? We were only seeing Mark and Morgana dahil nga sila Kaloy as well as Shanks nauna na, nagra-ronda na. Makita kung saan sila pupunta susunod. And speaking of ronda, mga tropa natin ng X-Men na nandito, tamang ronda na rin. They were able to eliminate one of the team. But there goes AKO Khmer going in for the push against X-Men. And there goes the kill by Yans against Heng. And titingnan naman natin kung sino pa ang babagsak dito ng mga tropa natin ng X-Men. And there you have it. Flank. Taking down 2K in this game. Walang kabawas-bawas sa mga tropa natin ng X-Men.
And X-Men. Parang pwede natin tugtugin yung team song ng X-Men. Pero yun nga lang, men. Andito na si Do Min Jun, mga kaibigan. And X-Men flanks his way through. At ito na, Neptune. Uy, nandiyan ka, Neptune. Nandiyan ka, Neptune. Ayun o.
Ayan na. Tinatarget na ako. Pero hindi pa ako tinatamaan.
Uy, kaso nga lang, men, ito na. Binato ni Raja, mga kaibigan, itong mga players ng Axis Esports. And right now, with Neptune right behind and also casting in the caster's desk. Tingnan natin kung kakayanin. Mano 4, mga kaibigan, na knockdown na nga si Rose. Isama mo na ang pag-eliminate kay Flame 7. Pero Mano 4 will be taken down. Ano na nangyayari sa inyo, Neptune? Bakit kayo unti-unting natutumba with now 2 players left for them? 4v2 situation, mga kaibigan. Time Turner, Chronosphere. Mga kaibigan, malala dito. And Axis will get eliminated there. What a play there coming from Geek Fam. Ito na naman, men, yung ginagawa ng Geek Fam. Papabugbog sa simula, mananalo sa huli.
Correct. Wala nang nagawa ang Axis Esports dito. Kung di ang sabihin ay good game manager. Ayan, pinabagsak na nga sila dito ng mga tropa natin, Geek Fam. And they were going in for the safe zone gameplay, mga tropa natin, Geek Fam. This has been a meta of the Geek Fam right now. They are a little bit aggressive in the start, pero nakapansin naman natin dito from the first round that it doesn't work that much for them. So they wait for the mid to late game to really trigger off, and then this time makikita na natin sila dito to pop off and take the sides of the safe zone, try to gatekeep kung meron man, or get the distance and kill everyone from the distance. But let's see, as we move over dito sa K9, they are also moving in from Refinery towards this next safe zone that we have. At mukhang makakaharap sila dito ang mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads from the Philippines as well, and Eastern Wolves gang na nag-aabang lang dyan sa Gedli.
Gedli. And right now, Geek Fam, alam na nila na meron tao dito. X-Men, mga kaibigan. Kanina na natugtog na natin yung team song ng X-Men. Pero uy, kung titingnan mo yung area ngayon, gumigit na yung K9 Esports from the Philippines. Marunong silang pumwesto, Neptune, sa mga areas na kung saan pwede nila puntahan. Pero ito na si Fikri, nakahuli na nga ni Jassel dito, pero naglagay agad-agad ng dalawang blue wall. And right now, the throwables are in. Bato lang ng bato, mga kaibigan. Riot sa tondo, mga kaibigan. Sino kaya ang magigripuan dito? And Oren right now will go for the push. 2 men down for X-Men. Geek Fam right now with 3 remaining players left in this game. Mano 4 really down to low HP. And there you go. Raja na lang natitira. Anong nangyari sa Geek Fam? And X-Men right now, shots na lang ata ang buhay dito with him waiting behind the glue wall. And X-Men pa ang na-eliminate Neptune. What happened to them?
Sobrang aggressive na pinakita ni Raja doon, no? Given the fact that marami ng glue wall na nilagay dito on that area, he didn't stop and shoot them down. He got that aggressiveness, go in for those shots, and then later on, go in for the attack habang nagpipick up dito yung iba mga tropa. But speaking of pick up, walang pick up na magagawa dito dahil ang Bloody Heads ay unti-unti na sinusugod na mga tropa natin ng Eastern Wolves Gang. And there goes Riven being taken down. Morgana, pinabagsak na nga dito with that grenade launcher. But Kaloy ay bumagsak na rin. We'll have to see. No? Shanks ang nga na dito. Mukhang susugod na nga. And there goes the flank. And the pickups being done by JC. Pero si JC na lang na dito. And the grenade launcher from Morgana. Hindi makalusot. But there goes Normani. Normani taken out by JC in this game. And titignan natin. Mukhang may isa pa nga atang natitira from this team of Eastern Wolves Gang. Pero ang Bloody Heads, kumpleto si Ricardos pa rin. No? Hindi pa rin napipitas. But there goes Superman. Lumipad, pataas, at napabagsak.
Ang kunat, Neptune, nung isang player ng EWG, kanina pa siya buhay doon sa likod ng glue wall na yun. And right now, itong si Norman mga kaibigan, ng umangat na nga dito sa may area nila. Pero yung team nila Morgana ay 4 pa rin ang buhay. Yun yung maganda sa Bloody Head. We have Riven still alive. Ito yung sinasabi kong napakakunat. Buhay na buhay pa rin. Pero the circle is real, mga kaibigan. Uy! Tinamaan doon si Jebat. Anong ginagawa mo doon? Jebated, mga kaibigan. And EWG ay ma-eliminate na rin Neptune. And right now, Blank has total control of this hill. And Geek Fam is also eliminated. Anong Cardo Dalisay?
Wow.
Hindi, papatay namin kayo. Kami ang makakuha ng buya ngayong larong to.
Amoy na amoy ng K9 ang mga kalaban at naamoy na nga Orange Esports. Rosok, papaputukan mula sa taas. And we'll have to see Black naman dito. No? Sniper is in there. Will be done against Jebat. No? Pero si Blanc, nandito. Tamang silip-silip lang. No one can contest this area na meron si Blanc. And maganda yung position nila dito. But as you can see, yung safe zone, mukhang magdedelegate na sila because the moment they jump off, posible they will be dying on their death. So those in the bottom might have a good chance of surviving unless maubos na nila dito habang nasa high ground sila. But here comes Bloody Heads. Dikos naman nandito mamaramdaman. And there goes the shot. Bagsak si Dikos. And Kaloy right now will be going in for the finishing kill. Pero babagsak naman dito from behind Morgana. Babagsak naman si Rosok with that grenade launcher. And here comes the safe zone. Pero si Pain hindi mararamdaman na sakit at hindi atras basta-basta.
And Bloody Head getting that booyah. Napaka-anticlimactic nun, Neptune, kasi namatay sila dun sa blue zone. Hindi sila nakapasok with that kind of circle. Talagang ang hirap nun. It's either you go down in that hill or talagang magpapakamatay ka na lang talaga. And right now, Bloody Head able to get that booyah. And you can see right now, uy, parang wala ata ako.
You can see right now, and we cannot see you right now.
Ayan, bigla na lang ako nawala.
But anyways, no, maganda yung pinakita. I mean, at least they were able to put in. At yun na nga, yung sabi mo kanina, there is a chance for them to take that booyah because of how they started the game. They were a little bit careful. They were gatekeeping a lot of teams, and that is how Bloody Head started it off. And then later, katulad nung final moments, no, yung mga nasa taas from K9 Esports, they have a disadvantage because knowing the position of the next safe zone, kailangan nilang tumalon. And that is where Bloody Heads is. And that is where Bloody Heads took the smarts as well as understanding of the game for them to be able to take that booyah.
Totoo yan. And actually, kanina medyo na-confuse ako kasi nakalagay Malaysia yung flag nung booyah. Pero guys, again, yung nanalo is Bloody Head from the Philippines. Again, maganda to para sa Tagalog broadcast kasi tayo ang nanalo dito. Pero again, yun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, napaka-anticlimactic. Wala tayong masyadong nakitang labanan dun sa pinakahuli. Kasi nga, yung area ng circle is actually going straight downwards dun sa area ng Bloody Head. forcing yung Orange Esports and also yung K9 Esports to actually move out of their area, yung higher ground, which is they have that advantage. Kaso nga lang, ang objective talaga dito is yung circle. So
Yeah.
again, they have to go down and baka mamatay pa sila with that fall damage. But then again, here are the highlights or replay from that round. And kung titingnan natin dito, ang daming early engagement. We have from Todak and another team, and then nag-third party pa yung K9, and then nakita natin yung mga headshot sa ulo, mga kaibigan, coming from all of the teams. And ito yung nangyari dun sa sa Todak and Diversity Gaming. Si Papa, pinatay ni Daddy Chill. At ito yung pinamagandang headshot na nakita natin kanina. Exact onto the head of Monito. And you can see here, this is around maybe late game na. Wherein we have Geek Fam versus X-Men trying to get position here on the northern side of the circle. Ang naging problema lang was, I'm not sure kung nagre-reload ata yung last guy ng X-Men, pero hindi siya nakabaril eh.
Oo. I mean, we saw Raja in there. Binasag niya yung glue wall and then nag-reload ng mabilis, no? The moment he jumped in, he literally jumped. He really jumped to be able to avoid any of the shots. Pero yun nga, sabi mo nga, nag-reload. So that was a good tactic. Going in early, the moment that the glue wall broke, no, nakapasok ka na doon, and then you need to get away from the gunshots, from the crosshair of the enemy, and then use your close range guns to be able to eliminate them. Thus, Geek Fam was able to survive that battle. Raja, to be specific. But on the later part of the game, no, totoo nga yung sinabi, wala tayong masyado nakita on the final moment. Doon lang mga taas and not much on those who took that booyah from Bloody Heads because they were just waiting. Nasa baba lang sila, tamang tambay lang sa gedli-gedli. And I'm quite curious on how this will affect the kill points for the team.
Yeah, definitely yung kill points dito medyo mababa for Bloody Head. Especially yung ginawa nilang gameplay. If you remember, Neptune, nagantay lang sila sa command post.
Yeah.
They got a little bit of few kills out there with one, if I'm not mistaken, si Exact yun. Yung natuluyan nila doon na nasabi ko kanina na gumagapang na parang sanggol. Pero yun nga, the end of the day, they got that 12 points, which is the booyah. But the kill points will be a very much little, so they might not be the number one team sa round na to. When it comes to the scores, we might probably see Geek Fam or maybe yung X-Men na maraming kills kanina. So we will see later on kung ano nga ba yung round standings. But we're gonna try to move on right now. We have 2 games in the bag already here, Neptune. Malapit na tayo dun sa bagong mapa, yung Alpha. Excited ako dun actually, to be honest. Pero bago yun, papasok muna tayo sa Purgatorio.
Hindi natin malalaman kung saan pupunta yung mga teams dito. Kung sa langit ba, sa impyerno. Though meron tayong demonyo dito sa teams, no? We saw demon in there and as well as the hero, mga anghel natin dito like Superman. But we'll have to find out what the gameplay will be on Purgatory. It's like the rotations is similar to Bermuda, but because of the watery areas of Purgatory, medyo mahihirapan yung ibang mga teams to really move quickly into this map. So we'll have to see if the zip lines will be utilized. Pero ang hard part doon with the zip line is they might be gate kept, especially for the long zip lines. Kung saan if you get the right angle, you can take shots continuously habang nagzizipline yung kalaban. And if they drop off, they might end up the water or probably fall to their death. So we'll see if that will still be into play. And also yung mga nakita natin how the usage of the catapult is in here being utilized by the team. So marami diyang magliliparan papasok dito sa save zone. So I'm really excited to see how Purgatory will play out this time with these teams being aggressive, too aggressive really on this game.
Right, and again, magiging iba na naman yung groupings nito, Neptune, for the next game kasi nga today is all about Group A. So you're gonna see a lot of the diversity gaming, yung EWG, yung Watch and Learn, Geek Fam. We also have Bloody Head and also Access Esports. But the rotation for the other groups would be again, hindi siya yung lagi nandoon, no, Neptune. So talagang magro-rotate siya at magro-rotate. But it's more of the Group A today. So walang mauumay sa Bloody Head. Syempre, natin yan. tropa natin yan from the Philippines. And again, the road the road to the World Series again is here. So dapat talaga mapanalo to ng Pinas, and not just Bloody Head, Neptune. We also have K9 Esports na talagang ang ganda na pinapakita kanina. They are really consistent. Remember, top number 2 sila nung match number
Mhm.
1 sa Bermuda. And then on the Kalahari match, they're also top number 2 dun sa ranking. Ha. Wala pa yung kill points dyan. But right now, here
Correct.
are the standings. And uy,
Oh.
sila pala ang number 1 pa rin. Even though we thought that the kill points is not that much, they are getting 20 points in round number 2 with Geek Fam and X-Men Akatsuki having the same total of kill points, only getting 15 and 13 points respectively. And then we have K9 Esports from the Philippines with 13 points only. And nakita mo yung trend ng K9, no? They are more of the objective part
Mhm.
rather than the aggressive part, which is yung kills. And
Yeah.
kita-kita natin to from last game and also on this game.
Yeah, definitely. No, nakita mo na rin naman yung from the previous match na nakita natin on Kalahari. Objectives of the high ground, yun yung tina-target nila. That is what we've seen from this team of K9. So I think it's more of understanding of where they need to position themselves bago pa yung really before they go in for those kills. And hopefully they'll be able to make it to a point wherein they can also get the kills because kita naman natin how big of a change that will be if in case they can prioritize the kills as well.
Yeah, definitely. And right now, kung titingnan natin to, no, I would expect K9 Esports to be there
Mm-hmm.
overall. Like we have 2 matches already in the bag, 'di ba? So
Yeah.
nandun yung Geek Fam definitely kasi sila nakuha ng buya rather
Yep.
nung match number 1. So K9 and Geek Fam will probably get top 1 and top 2 after this game. And then we're gonna see yung Bloody Head probably there kasi na ano sila na tuson sila nung ano nung match 1. So maybe they will have 21 points around probably top 5 or maybe top 6. We will see later on. But again, what's interesting here now is we are getting the gist of yung mga teams na talagang malakas. We have the Geek Fam, which is as always consistent. Yung
Yep.
Todak, when it comes to engagement, men, ang lala nila, men, sobra. Talagang kung i-commit nila na i-engage yung team na kalaban nila sa harapan, i-commit talaga nila. Walang baback out, walang lalayo. Talagang ang gagawin lang nila is kakalabanin nila until they can try to do it. But kapag natira na lang talaga sa kanila is isa, that's the time
Mm.
na napapansin mo yung Todak na talagang nagba-back out eh. And it's kind of like the other squads like Geek Fam. But
Yep.
then again, yung ibang teams like yung Diversity Gaming, Neptune, pansin mo sa Diversity Gaming, talagang laban kung laban, walang aalis. Kung matalo tayo okay lang kasi we have so many games out there na pwedeng laruin. Remember, every each day merong 8 laro.
Definitely, no. Yung walong laro na yon talagang they will get a lot of points in this as well as nabanggit nga natin they can learn from their mistakes, things that they need to find out to be able to move a little bit higher. As you can see, Bloody Heads, di ba? They started the first round very bottom of the list and then they went into the next round on the top of the list. Probably it's also a matter of luck because a lot of teams didn't contest the bottom area for them, but we'll have to see if that will be the case for Purgatory because right now wala masyadong high ground dito similar to Kalahari, and as we go in for the flight path it is coming in here from this area of Mount Villa towards doon across the fields and to the north of Ski Lodge. Pero mukhang ang Eastern Wolves gang na dito will be splitting up and will try to go for the high tier loot area. Malapit sila dito sa Team Princess. And Todak, mukhang meron naman sila dito makaharap ng mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam. So how well will they be able to avoid or probably start this battle? We'll have to find out, pare Kuko.
We'll have to find out as again, K9, merong kasama sila dito, Orange Esports. On the other sides naman ng... Uy, meron na. Ito na. Ito na yung sinasabi ko. K9 Black right now. Nakakuha agad siya ng baril dito. Yung ibang orange, tumatakbo pa. Jepat! Jebated right now here in the early stages of the game. And right now, si Decos tumatakbo namin. Takbong magnanakaw. Tumatakbo na, ayaw na ng laban. And K9 Esports binabalagbag ang orange dito sa unang parte ng Purgatorio. And Decos right now will be taken down as well. Asan na, Neptune, yung nag-isang player ng orange? Kinain na ba?
Mukhang nag-aabang na nga dito, no? Mukhang makikita na rin ng mga tropa natin. Isang lumuhod, pero kinarit, no? Kinarit na ng mga tropa dito. Ayun na nga, oh. Lakad matatag si Rosox. Napakalayo ng tinakbo ni Rosox. Siguro umpisa pa lang, nung una pa lang napabagsak yung mga miyembro dito ng Orange Esports, eh napag-usapan na lumayo ka na. Huwag mo na kaming balikan. Mamaya lang tayo magkikita-kita pag na-revive mo na kami. But it's a smart move from Orange Esports. We've seen that from Geek Fam, and hopefully they will be able to go for the revive. But this time, mukhang si Norman talagang hindi pag-ibig yan na makapag-revive. Maghahanap, maghahabol at sisiguraduhin na eliminated. Ganyang ka-aggressive pinapakita ng mga tropa natin ng K9. Moving in for a different teams naman dito, ang aggressiveness ng Diversity Gaming mukhang nawawala. No, dalawa na lang natitira dito from our view at maganda yung split nila dito. May flank na magaganap pero mukhang nakita na nga dito na Jiraya.
Totoo yan. And one member of Team Princess ay natira dito sa area na to ng Marble Works. 3 members is actually far away. Nandun yung tropa nila Papa, mga kaibigan. And si Tony, mga kaibigan, ay naglagay ng glue wall dito. Will try to go inside the vehicle here. And they're probably planning for the push here onto the side of Diversity Gaming. And right now, sino to? Si The Kid, mga kaibigan. The Kid is, mga kaibigan. Oh, Jiraya! Oh my goodness, muntikan pa nga. Tamang gulat lang, Neptune, and mukhang alam na yung lokasyon niya. And Mika Boy right now will go for a spray down para kay Eden77. Eden77, Romonda lang. Naghahanap ng pasahero, mga kaibigan, ng angkas. And Jiraya will now take him down. And this is the difference between the team of Cambodia and the other team from Malaysia. Talagang batak na batak, mga kaibigan. Itong Team Princess and Mika Boy right now, just spray down after spray down onto the side of the Diversity Gaming. And Tony, mukhang nakakita ng area dito si Papa, mga kaibigan. And Papa, let's see kung matutuloy niya. Mukhang hindi, na-revive Neptune. Ang ganda.
Ang ganda ng pinakita, no? Yung exact moment pagkapasok ng glow wall, ito naman ang exact moment ng pagkapasok ng grenade. Napabagsak naman ni Mika Boy dito. Si Mika Boy ata ang isa sa mga susunod na maghahawak ng Grenade King na trono. No? But we'll have to find out how well will they be able to maintain this lead against Diversity Gaming. Pero ito na nga, unti-unti na nababagsak. And there we have it. No? I think we have only one member remaining. Si Eden na lang dito mo ang quick melt takbo. Ang tropa natin ng Eden77. At meron pa si The Kids. No? Si The Kids nakatakas dito with only a pistol in hand. And I think coming back from that revived flight. So far, 2 members from Diversity Gaming, they need to regroup. Pero Eastern Wolves Gang ang papalaban dito against the Team Princess.
Oo, Team Princess, at nakita na ni Tony, nagulat siya na may biglang tao doon, and Raven right now will be taken down, and Tony tinuluyan agad-agad. Pero si Tuwas, nakita na nga si Tony dito, binabaril sa malayo. Kaso nga lang, meron siyang kaharap doon, and Tony will be taken down by Monito. And right now, EWG, nahirapan sila nung previous game. Let's see kung makakabawi sila as Neo. Jimmy Neo, mga bigan, looks like he's gonna go for the revive. What a quick revive here coming from TP. Kanina pa natin nakikita to. Neptune, yung mga quick revives ng Team Princess. And again, it's helping the cause para manalo sila. But Mika Boy, nakita na ni JC. And right now, JC will try to go for the push. Tony will get taken down as well. Neo Boy, or Jimmy Neo rather, will be taken down as well. And mag-isa na lang ang player ng TP na si Jeria. And ito na nga, nangyari na nga sa kanya, nangyari sa Diversity Gaming. Takbong magnanakaw, mga kaibigan. Aalis na ako dito. See you. Sayonara.
Jiraya. Hindi ko alam kasi kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng Manawari. Jiraya Manawari. I don't know
Manowari.
if that makes sense. Pero we know that as a kid, no? And we know that
Oo.
as a kid here in the Philippines. Pero ito na nga po ang isang demon
Hiraya ata
will
yun eh.
try. Hiraya. Hiraya.
Oo.
But anyways, we have the demon right now in here from Watch and Learn teaching Diversity Gaming the ropes on this high ground. Ito na nga, demon right now going for the rush and good. There goes the takedown with that double revolver in hand. And there goes finishing him off from the side. And Watch and Learn right now. Tamang stroll lang muna si Venom habang ito na nga tamang loot naman dito si Demon. Si Eddie naman nandito, talagang nagiging Ghost Rider dito. Nag-aapoy yung kanyang motor habang tumatakbo palayo. And this is a different path palayo dito towards this area wherein he might be able to flank and also probably revive his teammates. How will he survive will be the question dahil apart from the HP damage ng safe zone, makakita tayo ng gatekeep dito. But let's see. So, dito sa gaganap. Oy! Normani going in for the vehicle gameplay once again.
Sige pa!
Hindi tinantanan, hindi iniwanan, and there goes Normani, pinabagsak si Heng.
And Normani, lakad matatag ang ginagawa niya dito. Binangga ang mga AKO Khmer. And Normani right now has that advantage here. Kita ang mga ulo nyo. Ang lalaki ng ulo nyo, AKO Khmer, ay eliminated na nga. And K9 Esports has that confidence as high as they could. And right now, napakaganda ng ginagawa nila. Grabe yung talsik ng mga players, men, ng AKO Khmer. Men, ang sakit nun.
Yan ang namimiss ko dito sa Free Fire to be able to see the usage of the vehicle gameplay. Si Normane, kung tawagin nga natin dito, is using that. And guys, for those of you who are in here, ito na nga on your screen, no? This is the monster gun and there goes the code. Ito na nga yung code natin, guys. Sa mga nag-aantay dyan. Ito na. Ayan na. Ayan na. Ang code na iniintay ninyo. Pero Bloodheads, isa pa rin sa iniintay ng mga tropa natin dito from the Philippines.
At naayos na ng ating director yung IGN nila kasi kanina napansin mo ORB yung nakalagay doon sa IGN nila, and actually at the same time yung kaninang buya nagkamali yata ng nalagay yung director natin. Hopefully ma-fix na nga yan. Isa sa mga na-fix na is yung mga IGNs ng Bloody Head. And right now si Norman iniikutan yung axis. Hindi na good day manager ngayon, napakababa na ng bigayan, Neptune. Pero right now, makikita kita dito sa team na to, and Superman going for the push, mga kaibigan. And si Shahid nasa gedli lang with that double vector magtanggol, mga kaibigan. And Neptune right now has the shotgun behind the house here. Si Blanc tinamaan sa gedli. Oh my goodness, dalawa na lang bigla ang natira sa K9 Esports. And Flame right now hinahabol with a time turner chronosphere, mga kaibigan. Flame here will try to go for the push pero hindi. Norman healing, galing muna tayo dito. Pero men, si Rose na lang pala ang natira for Axis, and now it's a 2v2 situation. Ito na nga men, tamang reset lang, triple kill na nga si Superman, and Norman right now will try to go for the push, pero men, nire-revive niya yung kanyang tropa. Kaso nga lang medyo delikado yun as Neptune. Ang galing mo, Neptune.
Kaya nga tahimik lang ako kasi kailangan kong i-control.
Syempre.
Pero anyways, yan talaga. Good day, manager from Axis Esports. Ayan, napabagsak nila ang K9 Esports. Imagine the aggressiveness that K9 has earlier. The momentum that they have has been taken out, and that was a surprise hit, or not really a surprise. That was an initiation being done by K9 Esports. Pero ang Axis Esports, they know that compound very well. They know how to rotate, and this time I think they're going to bring back Shahid. Thus, they are a full squad. They are in the middle of the next safe zone, so mukhang maganda yung advantage nila dito just in case the next safe safe zone will be popping off. But going back to Diversity Gaming, and na-revive na rin yung ibang mga miyembro natin dito. And as we can see, Bloody Heads is just in there right on the edge. Axis nasa loob na. Eastern Wolves Gang also in there on the bottom, the south side of the next safe zone. Pero mukhang imimit na nga sila dito ng Team Princess. Geek Fam right now on the west. So mukhang lahat ng anggulo ng bilog, kung may angle man yung bilog, nakuha na dito ng mga teams.
And again, Diversity Gaming, talagang kahit anong diversity talaga na mangyari sa kanila. Nagagawa nila ng paraan. Remember, ang layo ng rotation na ginawa ni Eden 77 doon. From the bottom side of the map, right now, they're at the middle portion of the circle and or of the zone. And actually, kung nakita mo yung mapa kanina, Neptune, yung Geek Fam, napakaganda ng position nila doon. Wala nang gaanong iisipin pa kasi yung sa likod nila, wala nang tao doon, and all they need to do now is just think about the players coming from the northern side and also the southern side. And ito yung sinasabi ko, Orange Esports, nakita na nga itong player ng Geek Fam na si Oren, and right now, Decos going for the spray down, kaso siya ang matatamaan dito. Napakaganda ng depensa na ginagawa ng Geek Fam, and right now, Geek Fam will take those hits as well coming from the other players of Orange Esports, and Mano 4 will try to go for the higher ground advantage here. Tingnan natin kung makakaisa yung Orange Esports, and looks like Orange Esports will back out. But then again, Bloody Head versus Diversity Gaming. Ito na mga kaibigan, ang Bloody Head. Tingnan natin kung mapapatumba nila. There you go! 2-man down and 1-man down as well coming from Diversity Gaming. And men, lumalaban yung Diversity Gaming, and now with one member left, si Mark na lang ang natitira na tahimik lang dito sa taas ng barn area.
Kailangan niya maging tahimik, otherwise isa siya sa susunod tumba, and we'll have to find out how well will Mark defend himself on this fight. Mark right now, ito na nga po, tamang tago sa glue wall, plus the time turner, mukhang sinusugod na nga unti-unti. But here comes a Mark trying to get away, and a Todak will be in here joining the party. Mukhang madadivert na nga yung attention, but not yet. Bloody Heads will be taken down, and there goes another team from the Philippines eliminated from this game. Pero Diversity will be moving in towards the safe zone, and from behind them, ang mga tropa natin dito ng Geek Fam naglalaban, and in between Geek Fam as well as yet another team ay ang isang miyembro ng Orange Esports, si Rosox, nag-iisa, split up na nga nandito for the X-Men, and there goes Orange Esports, hit with on that cross line ng mga laban dito ng Geek Fam and X-Men. Pero malalaman natin sino ang mas matinik dito sa dalawang team na to, parang guko.
Pinagigitnaan yung player na si Rozox. Ang hirap ng sitwasyon na doon. Pero right now, Geek Fam versus X-Men, this is going to be a really good game. Pero X-Men ang mawawala. Geek Fam ay buhay na buhay pa rin. And men, Axis getting the circle as well. Diversity Gaming, men, started from the bottom. Now they're here. Mga kaibigan, pwede pa ata nilang mapanalo to with 2 members left, pero medyo mahirap to as they're actually getting a shot coming from Axis Esports. Si Rose, mga kaibigan, ay sniper, yung isang player ng Diversity Gaming, pero si Pedro Carias, men, nasa likod ng puno, mga kaibigan, parang unggoy, nakakapit na parang Tarsier, pero Venom 96 will take him out, and WNL, nag-iisa siya dito. Kaya pa kaya na to, Neptune? Let's see.
We'll have to find out, no? Eastern Wolves Gang, posibleng target niya dito, but he needs to move dahil unti-unti na nga lang kakainin siya ng safe zone. Plus, mag-gatekeep na siya. Here comes Venom 96 right now. And mukhang nakikita na nga ng mga tropa natin, Diversity Gaming, and go over, switching over to a shotgun. Tinamaan na nga, and there goes Papa naman dito ang susunod na maipaglaban. Venom, tamang takbo, pero si Flame from afar ang makakapitas. And Papa naman nag-iisa dito from the side of Diversity. Dalawa sila kanina. Si Papa na lang ang titira, and we'll have to see kung nasaan si Mama, kung papasok mo ba dito sa area na to. I mean, it's very difficult for Papa to be able to survive, Papa. And there you go, the takedown already against Papa, and that is from Axis, no? Ang ganda ng pinapakita ng Axis Esports. They have maintained their position in this compound and get kills one after the other. Hindi sila lumalabas ng bahay, naka-quarantine sila dito sa bahay na to, parang buo.
Syempre, bahay mo yan, Neptune, eh. So talagang alam mo na kung ano yung gagawin. Pero men, the circle has shifted away from them. And napakadali lang na magiging rotation nila dito with the Geek Fam still alive here with 4 members. They're using this one rock na meron sila. Ito yung The Rock, mga kaibigan. Literal na The Rock. And right now, Geek Fam, problema lang nila dito, Neptune, is they don't have the circle. And Axis right now able to actually get a piece of that circle, so they will be able to gatekeep these teams coming in. But then again, ito na yung EWG, mukhang masasandwich pa nga sila. Ito yung magiging problema ng Axis Esports. Baka sila pa ang mawala. But then again, ito na nga yung Geek Fam, nagbatuan na nga dito as Monito right now is getting some heals coming from his teammate, and Rose right now is currently knocked down coming from JZ with that sniper, at mukhang marerevive din siya doon. But then again, the blue zone will also hurt them as well. Neptune mukhang nahihirapan pumasok dito at naglalaro siya ngayon kaya hindi siya nagsasalita, mga kaibigan. And EWG has another one knocked down, kaka-revive lang. Geek Fam has the control here. Neptune, ang ganda ng position nila sa zone. Napakaganda, gitnang-gitna, and EWG was ay knockdown na nga, dalawa na nga nawala sa kanila. And Man of 4, triple kill na nga ang nakuha na nga dito with 3-man standing actually from EWG, pero nakabawi sila dito with Geek Fam, Man of 4 together with Rajat getting taken down. Oh my goodness, si Neptune tahimik lang.
I mean, I have been knocked down already in this game at nagisin lang si Fikri dito on the sniper. Pero still, ang mga tropa natin na Axis Esports is still alive and kicking.
Si
It is a 3-man squad for side of Axis, but we'll have to find out kung makasurvive sila dito. Here comes Yahid right now for the rush from the side, and Geek Fam is being taken down by the safe zone, and here comes the push. Eastern Wolves gang eliminated, and all I can say is good day, manager, as Axis Esports takes this booyah.
And a Neptune dying in the end. That's gonna be good game, well played for Neptune. Playing and casting all at the same time. And then nga, booyah, mga kaibigan. And by the way, guys, sa mga nanonood dyan kanina, nakita natin yung ORV Esports. It's actually on the side nung laro mismo, kaya nagkaroon ng issue. But right now we have ito na asa si Neptune dyan, mukhang wala si Neptune.
Amaya, after nitong sineto ako magpapakita.
Oo, nakikita niyo si Neptune, guys, pero tuwang-tuwa yung isang player dito ng Axis Esports Club or Axis Esports, and they're just chilling like a villain right now, getting that booyah on the third match. And again, this only means Neptune we're now down with 3 maps, and we're gonna go into the brand new map, Alpine. Pero bagong lahat, kung titingnan natin yung buong laro na yun, it's all about the Malaysians in that game. Kasi yung ibang team like yung Diversity Gaming from Cambodia, we have also from the Philippines, yung K9 Esports, trying to get the position of Axis Esports. Kung sila yung nanalo dun sa engagement na yun, sila pa ang magbubuya, Neptune. Yun lang yung masasabi ko dito.
Posible, or I would say it's a 50-50 chance. Kasi knowing the gameplay of K9, they won't be that passive, similar to Axis Esports. Ang Axis Esports, they went in for the passive gameplay. So just in case K9 Esports was able to take care of that compound, they might be moving towards the other teams who are flanking them, thus putting them out in the open. And kita naman natin how slowly Geek Fam went in for that push. Pero because of Eastern Wolves gang as well as Axis Esports, who has maintained their position in that compound, tamang pitas-pitas lang sila. So they were a little bit obscured of where the enemies are. Thus, naunahan din ang Geek Fam doon. But Axis Esports, maintaining that that passive gameplay that they've done, they were able to take a good position as well as a decent amount of kills from the windows. Talagang hindi sila basta-basta lumabas compared to the other teams who have been roaming around and getting those kills and getting good position. Ang Axis Esports already has a solid position up until the final stretch, kung saan medyo naipit na sila on that final moment.
And dito natin nakita yung si Venom 96 na nakapetas pa siya ng isa kahit na nag-iisa na lang sila. And nakala ko actually, Neptune, nung time na yun, Geek Fam has the best position in that matchup between EWG and Axis Esports. But again, yung patience ng Axis Esports It's probably because Neptune already died at that point at nakapag cast na siya at the same time. Siguro tinuturuan din niya yung kanyang mga teammates on how to actually finish that one off. But again, kudos to Axis Esports for having that good gameplay in Purgatory. It's all about patience talaga dun sa match na yun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the patience that Axis Esports really show on that gameplay, plus how slow they are. So the way that happened is when they let Eastern Wolves Gang as well as Geek Fam think na wala na sila. Dalawang miyembro yung napabagsak, and they were able to go for the knockdown, and then rotated behind Geek Fam. Thus, they had the chance to go in for their surprise hit. But one thing for sure is just in case na they weren't able to initiate that battle, sila pa rin yung makakakuha. Kasi from the initial approach of Eastern Wolves Gang and or no, not Eastern Wolves Gang kasi nakita na ng EWG ang ang Axis ng Geek Fam, they went first to EWG before attacking yung mga tropa natin ng Axis. So at some point, safe pa rin yung Axis Esports just in case they were not spotted. That was a prime location, prime tactic coming from Axis Esports, I would say.
And actually, yung ginawa nila na talagang just stay put dun
Mm-mm.
sa compound na meron sila, it's actually good, a good strategy, especially with that kind of circle. Medyo open siya,
Yeah.
no, to be honest. Flat ground kasi yung naging circle, and it didn't went dun sa mga areas na kung saan na may hillside. It
Mm-hmm.
went nung mga around third phase, tapos nung fourth phase nag-shift siya dun sa flat surface ng area ng Purgatory. So Axis Esports really tried their best to protect themselves. And again, yung larong to na battle royale, it's all about the objectives in the circle, but you have to really protect yourself at all times. Parang ano lang
Yep.
yan, parang boxing lang yan, Neptune. You have to have
Mm-mm.
those covers, your shields, yung mga glue walls na ginagamit nila. And again, nice play for coming from them. EWG, medyo malabo yung ano yung chance sa talaga nila na manalo dun sa punto na yun together with Geek Fam, kasi they were out in the open, and
Yeah.
Axis is just using every single building, or like yung mga tangke nung nakita natin sa huli. They were using all of those water tanks at the end to be able to win that game and getting a lot of covers. Pero yun nga, no, for Diversity Gaming, actually, I want to point out this one.
Mm-hmm.
Grabe yung rotation na ginawa ni Eden 77.
Yep.
Coming from the bottom side of the map, tapos lumabas pa siya sa blue zone, and then able to actually rotate yung team nila all the way to the eastern side part na kung saan wala ng blue zone, 'di ba?
Correct.
Napakahirap nun nung ginawa nila. So again, the smarts or the IQ of these teams coming from Khmer or Cambodia is parang ka-level na rin siguro, no, ng mga
Mm-mm.
teams ng Malaysia and Philippines na lagi natin nakikita.
Yeah, I mean it's more of I think because of hindi pa natin nakikita yung mga gameplay na to coming from these teams, especially from the new regions, no. It's something that they might have tested and that is not being done by the other teams. But before we go there, let's check out the round standings of round number 3. Axis Esports was able to take that booyah. Plus, with 11 kill points that they have, a total of 23. Following them is a Gig Fam with 18 total under points. Eastern Wolves Gang a little bit too close behind with 4 points less is 14 in there on number 3. Watch and Learn is in
Mm-hmm.
there, was able to take 12 points. Now, Diversity Gaming with 11 points. K9 Esports with 9, the same as Todak. X-Men Akatsuki in there with 7 points. Team Princess a little bit too aggressive earlier, but this time they have been taken down with 6 points. Orange Esports earlier because of that one man remaining. If I'm not mistaken, that was Rosox from Orange Esports. No kills was done for their team. Bloody Heads, medyo maaga din sila napapagsak dito. 2 points to their side. But they were able to get a 1 on the placement and a 1 on the kill point. AKO Khmer being taken down early, plus no kill points, 0 for this team for round number 3.
And yung nangyari kasi sa Orange Esports, if you remember, Neptune, K9 yung nakasama nila sa
Mm-hmm.
pag-drop in the early stages of this round, and naunahan lang talaga nila nila K9 yung team ng Orange Esports. That's why they weren't able to actually have a chance to, fight with K9. And
Yep.
Rozox yung last guy, talagang wala na siyang no choice kundi lumayo na lang talaga dun sa area na yun and try to probably get the revives and also to get the placement. However, for Orange Esports, they were only able to get 3 rank points dito
Mm-hmm.
sa match na to. And again, for K9, even though na ano sila, napatay sila ng Axis, they get they got those kill points para at least makakuha ng 8 points. So I would still believe na overall K9 Esports still in there. They're probably top 3 or maybe top 4 after this round. But ito na yung pinakaantay natin, Neptune, yung
Mm-hmm.
next map. Alpine is here in the Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. Ano ba ang in-expect natin dito, Neptune?
Well, actually, since this is the first time that we're going to see this in a major tournament, I'm expecting that this will be a different gameplay. Looking at the map right now, and I'm looking at the map right now, it's more of a similar to what we have, we are seeing dun sa Purgatory. But one thing is for sure, a lot of large areas na nandito. But for those of you who aren't here, we'll talk about that later because we're going in for a quick break. See you in a bit.
So show me if you can. Show me if you can.
Beat through storms to deliver a book is the stupidest mission I've ever gotten.
It is not just a book. It values more than you can think of.
What can I do for you?
Start 25 plan.
The risk level is high. Please confirm whether you need to run it.
Confirm.
Our fans to the Challenger Series kung saan nakita na natin ang tatlong laro out of these whole day matches. No? 8 match ang makikita natin ngayon and we are going into another exciting match and this will be played on a new map. This is Alpine. Kami ang inyong mga casters and hosts. I am Neptune the Gemma Garcia. Kasama natin dito ang poging-pogi si Kuko TV.
Ayan. Posing muna tayo. Pero yun nga, no, Neptune, yes, indeed, Alpine is here now in the Free Fire Challenger Series. And again, ito na ang bagong muka, ang bagong simula, mga kaibigan ng Free Fire, ng community ng Free Fire. So I hope na yung mga fans out there ng Free Fire, especially here in the Tagalog broadcast, is watching this right now because we're gonna see the first ever Alpine map right now between Group A and B. And when you talk about Group A and B, Neptune, again, we know for a fact na nandyan yung DG, yung EWG, Watch and Learn, Geek Fan, Bloody Heads, and Axis. But, sasamahan sila ng kaninang team din. We have Todak, K9, Team Princess, AKO Khmer, Orange Esports, and X-Men Akatsuki. For sure, I would expect Orange Esports na babawi dito sa laban na to kasi nga sila ay namatay na maaga kanina.
Yeah, we'll have to find out kung maabawi nga sila dito as we are looking at the map recap right now. Geek Fam was able to take Bermuda. Bloody Heads naman nakakuha dito na Kalahari and Axis Esports for Purgatory. So far, iba-ibang teams na nakakuha ng buya in this game and hopefully, no, iba pa rin na makakuha ng Alpine. Though this is a new map, I am hoping that they have already adjusted into the new gameplay as they go into this new map. Kasi nabanggit nga natin, it's partly similar to Purgatory, but a lot of large areas can be contested by the teams, especially on the early phase of this game, on drop points pa lang, no? So titingnan natin if they have a specific drop points already or marami pang mangangapa on this map. Alpine is really exciting on these games and sabi mo nga, no, ito na yung bagong muka ng Free Fire dahil nga her Challenger Series, apart from a lot of adjustments of the teams who will be participating, the regions who are participating, as well as the maps that they're playing on, and the number of games, no? So marami nang mababago sa not only on the gameplay but also on the tactics and mindset ng mga teams that they can also recover later on dahil mas marami silang games, marami silang chance na gagawin. And as we go into the next map, nabanggit na rin natin na they can also exploit some of the weaknesses of the team who don't know this map entirely and thus they can take advantage. Sinong team yon? Makikita natin mamaya as we go in onto the next map.
Right, and when you talk about the Alpine map, Neptune, based dun sa ginawa kong research, mas mapapadali yung rotations nila because of the few zip lines na meron dito sa mapa na to. So we're gonna have to find out if they're gonna use those zip lines or will they like use the same tactic na kung saan pwede silang maglakad lang or tumakbo papunta dun sa gusto nilang puntahan, or pwede rin nilang gamitin yung mga transportation or kotse or vehicle na pwede nilang gamitin in this map, which we see a lot from K9 Esports. Talagang namamangga sila ng mga players. And that's what we love. Casters love those vehicle gameplay na kung saan binabangga yung mga players and the other players na nababangga ay talagang talsik sa kung saan man sila nandoon. And K9 Esports, for me, I love their gameplay. It's a combination of being passive and being aggressive, and it's just a matter of time na makita natin na makuha nila yung buya kasi kanina pa sila na lumalaban na kuha nila yung mga second place, but right now we are in Alpine. Flight path coming from Vantage until to the left side of Snowfall, and let's see who will actually drop together. Looks like merong dalawang team dito. We have EWG. I'm not sure which other team yung isa dito, but we are able to see it in the minimap dun sa top left side natin. Mukhang wala, WNL pala yung nandirito. And mukhang si Demon76 ready na mga kaibigan. And grabe naman tong si Demon76, no, parang ibang lahi, parang hindi Malaysia. Pero right now, with the first blood on the kill feed, that's Bloody Heads. ay merong laban na nga dito. Able to get that first kill. And D176, huli ka Balbon! And Raven right now and watch and learn. Able to get those kills onto the side here ng EWG. Anyari doon, men?
Oh, I mean, that was a good start for the side of Watch and Learn right now, but not so good for side of Todak. They are in here on Blueville, and I think I've seen a lot who drop on in here, pero itong dalawang teams ang natira. Bloody Heads right now is Pedro na lang natitira, but Pedro was able to go in for the takedown, but there goes the elimination of Todak right now. Morgana was able to use that shotgun sa mukha. And still, a 4-man strong with 4 kills right here. Let's find out what happened to the battle of Eastern Wolves Gang, as well as watch and learn later on as we head over to K9 naman nandito mo ang mapapalaban sa mga tropa natin ng Orange Esports. But we have Torm right now in here who have been split up with the rest of the teams. It's a 2-2 split for side of Orange Esports. Nagdedelegado dahil ito nga unti-unti na nga silang naamoy ng mga K9 from the Philippines.
And K9, baka ngat-ngatin ka ng mga players na to. And talagang ngangat-ngatin ng mga K9 to. Orange to eh. Pagkain! Pagkain para sa mga K9. And right now, we have here Superman, mga kaibigan, na kung saan hinahanap na nga niya yung mga players ng Orange Esports. Maganda nga lang ang position dito ni Decos. Nasa taas ng building. Mga Lodi Cakes. And right now, Torm is also on the second floor here for Orange Esports. They're using the high ground advantage right now, but Superman able to spot one. Pero men si Superman tinatamaan sa Gedli. And right now, Jebat, oh my goodness, si Norman mga kaibigan, ito na yung ginagamit nilang gameplay. Hindi mangyayari ngayon as Orange Esports mukhang makakabawi sa K9. As K9 right now, down to only 1 member left. Ako po, delikado to para sa mga Filipino fans natin. With 1 member left, Jebat able to eliminate Pain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a little aggressive dun sa approach nila dito. No? When we saw the 2-2 split of the side of Orange Esports, that was actually a tactical approach for them. Just in case 2 of the members will be rushed, meron pa mga taga-flank from their end. No? Pero let's see, no? Mga tropa natin dito from Geek Fam, if they will be a little bit aggressive at this point, especially with Team Princess. Ang mga Team Princess, nakita natin kung gaano kainit sa laban itong mga to, and I think they will not be letting go. They know the spot of Geek Fam, and they are contesting them. Napapansin ko lang, ngayon ko lang napapansin na talagang laging contention against Geek Fam yung ginagawa ng Team Princess right now. But this time, Team Princess might be in a disadvantage. They need to pull out. They need to get away. At si Mika Boy na lang nandito matitira, as well as Jimmy Neo who went in from the other side, meeting up yet a different team. Pero Mika Boy has been taken down. Isa na lang natitira for the side of Team Princess.
And Team Princess right now, maganda yung naging early games nila, pero mukhang nahihirapan na sila with all of these teams just trying to get in. Pero Eden 77 nakita na nga ni Boy Loy, and isama mo pa itong si King BN22. And there you go, 3 na nga ang napatumba ni Boy Loy. And Boy Loy, anong ginagawa mo? DG will get eliminated. Triple kill, mga kaibigan.
Oh
Ang
my
init,
goodness.
Ang init.
AKO, usap tayo. Dahil nandiyan si Kuya Boy Loy. Si Kuya Boy Loy talagang nananalasa sa
Si
kills
Tito
na
Boy.
yun. Tito Boy.
Tito Boy Loy.
Grabe. Tito Boy Loy right now. 3 kills on his name. Tapos si Heng naman nandito with the one that is an elimination of a team. Ibang klase yung mga tropa natin ng AKO Khmer dito, no? And they need to move because the safe zone will be closing in. And I think, no, they don't need to move. They are in the middle. A good spot for them right now, because ito yung mga napapansin ko, especially right now nakikita natin yung map and not much engagement. Some teams are taking the middle of the safe zone so that whatever area, anumang quadrant yung mapuntahan nila dito ng next safe zone, they will be able to step on the sides. Pero we'll have to find out if that will work to their favor, kasi mostly doon sa nasa gitna, sila naman yung naiipit ng mga teams. Sila yung mga nasa sandwich ng ibang mga teams. But Access Esports right now is here as another passive approach coming from them, but they will be surrounded by AKO as well as X-Men. So this will be the difficult part for them, just in case they will be spotted from the high ground.
And let's see kung magiging ganun na nga yung mangyayari. Pero X-Men, isa sa mga teams na sobrang aggressive, no?
Mhm.
Neptune. If they find a team na pwede nilang balagbagin, they will try to go ahead and do that. But right now, mukhang wala atang nasa paligid nila dito sa area na to. And it's all about the higher ground right now for X-Men. Axis naman, uy, Neptune.
Mhm.
Kaya pala Neptune, no, kapag hindi ka nagsasalita, naglalaro ka. Ganun pala yun.
Nagkakataon lang naman. And as you can see, ayan na nga yung sinasabi natin. No? As we mentioned, it's going in to the fourth quadrant na nandito. And as you can see, the movement of AKO Khmer, they're heading towards the middle. Some of the teams are using this tactic, especially if they are going in for the safe gameplay and will try to gatekeep some of the teams. As you can see, no, unti-unti nang gumigit na ang mga tropa natin because we know some of the meta na ginagamit ng mga teams is going on the edge of the safe zone, and this gives them a chance to find out kung sino or saan manggagaling yung ibang mga koponan, especially with the gunshots that they will hear on the battle as the safe zone closes, especially those dun sa mga nag-gatekeep din ng mga teams.
And kung titignan natin ngayon, aerial view tayo mga Lods. X-Men now trying to go for the rotation with the vehicles. Pero AKO Khmer, mga kaibigan mo sila, ang babanggay nila dito. And Boy Loy, na kanina naka-triple kill. Let's see kung mainit pa ba itong si Tito Boy Loy. And right now, uy, tinamaan men yung mga players na yon na pumasok. At Jazly now down to low HP. Na-revive siya mga kaibigan actually with that time turner naman dun sa side naman nung isang player ng AKO, and actually 2 members down right now. If I'm not mistaken, Neptune, and right now, mukhang mahirapan ng X-Men. And what happened there? AKO Khmer. I think Alpine is their map, Neptune. Ito na ata
Yeah.
yun. Mhm.
Ito na eh. I mean, some of the teams, sabi ko nga, they need to exploit the other teams who don't have that much knowledge of this map. And looking at how AKO Khmer is doing it, they stay in the middle because of the compounds, the large compounds that we have right now, and they can take advantage of the rotations of the other teams. Pero ito, silipin mo natin mga tropa natin ng Team Princess, where in Team Princess kanina medyo na-push back ng mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam, and this time watch and learn, kakaibang watch and learn ang nakikita natin ngayon, a little aggressive on their side as well as survivability. They are staying together, 1-3 split ang ginagawa nandito, and they will be going in for the flank. We'll have to find out kung sino nga ang susunod na pabagsak dito, as we have a one whom must be or might be spotted in there, and there goes the rush, and
Uy!
Demon and Maske has been taken down by Jimeneo, pero the pickup is being done, and we'll have to see. Si Tony naman nandito ay pinipick up na rin. Tamang tambay muna sa bubong, and here comes Jimeneo going in for the flank. Mukhang manlilikod na nga dito, pero the footsteps might be heard already, and he might be rushed. Pero mag-sack na naman ang kanyang kasama. Ex-Boy Z was able to take down and eliminate the Tony. Sayang ang effort ni Jimeneo right now. Hopefully he'll be able to clean up this team of Watch and Learn.
And watch and learn right now. Uy, drop down naman yung isang player doon ng TP. Team Princess right now will be eliminated as Demon 76. Yung yung ibang lahi ng watch and learn. Man, kakaiba. With that long hair, mga kaibigan. And Rose right now from Axis. Ini-spray na nga ng AKO, mga kaibigan. Ito mga Axis. And Boy Loy, kanina ka pa. 4 na ang na-eliminate ng player na to. Hindi pa rin siya tapos, mga kaibigan. AKO Khmer will right now redeem themselves dito sa match na to, as Geek Fam right now will have to fight them out. Pero men, yung Axis pala ay na-sandwich, kaya pala sila nahihirapan. 2 na lang ang natitira dito as Geek Fam now closes in to their compound, as Flame right now just waiting behind that glue wall. Si Oren, mga kaibigan, sinisira. Ginigiba na ang glue wall ng Axis Esports, and si Neptune hindi nagsasalita kasi sinasabihan niya yung kanyang mga teammates kung paano manalo dito, pero mukhang hindi sila mananalo with all 4 members of Geek Fam now pushing in, and now down na nga isa na lang natitira, and Axis will be out.
Goodbye, manager. Ayan, good game, manager na nga dito. Mga tropa natin ng Axis would give Geek Fam in there, reading the tactics na meron sila dito, and surviving with 4-man squad. Though there was one knockdown for their side, nakagawa naman nila dito mapasok ang bahay ng Axis Esports. Let's see we still have AKO Khmer, who was able to survive the wrath from another team who went against them. They are still inside the safe zone, pero Orange Esports nag 1-3 split na nga dito. Will try to go into the flank. Dikos ang magiging distraction, but Dikos right now, will this work against them dahil nandito na rin on the other side ang Eastern Wolves gang. 2K right now is in here just getting a good information from all the sides, habang si Tito Boy Eloy naman nandito ay kukuha ng loot. Mukhang nakita na rin si Dikos, and we'll see how much more can Tito Boy bring in this game. No, nasa gitna sila dito, and slowly but surely Eastern Wolves gang is moving in. Sino kaya ang unang babagsak dito? There goes the hit against one of the members of AKO, pero nabawian naman dito ng dalawang miyembro ng Eastern Wolves gang. Let's see if they will be able to go for the elimination of this team, or will they be getting away from this area.
And watch and learn right now. 3 eliminations na si Demon 76. Pero hindi siya titigil, mga kaibigan. Talagang i-sprayan niya yung EWG na nandun sa Gedli. Right now, they have the glue wall right in front of them. Yun lang yung sumasalba sa kanila, because meron pa palang isang team na nandirito. We have AKO at si Tito Boy, mga kaibigan. Ang ganda ng posisyon niya. Nakita na nga niya si Decos ng Orange Esports. At kung tinamaan niya ng lintek, onti lang, with just 3/4 HP left on the side of Decos. And again, yung layo talaga ng Orange Esports, mukhang makakahinga sila ng maluwag dito as they are able to get inside the circle. But right now, EWG Monito, tinamaan na nga dito.
Uy!
And the grenade coming from 2K. And right now, only 2 members left from EWG. Triple K na nga si 2K, men. 10 kills na yung AKO Khmer. How many more can they get? At may Kamehameha pa na sinama. And there you go. The nades are just coming in. Balagbagan ang AKO.
Umuulan ng granada sa mga tropa natin ng Eastern Wolves gang, AKO right now. Though they lost hang at this point, mukhang may kalaban pa rin sila dito from watch and learn. They need to be careful, otherwise they might be taken down. And on the other side, ang Orange Esports has taken the long flank. Geek Fam right now taking the high ground, and who might be going in for that surprise hit against Orange Esports, lalo na nakita na sila dito on the lower ground as well as the airdrop that they are taking. Pero Fikri right now, kita na nga ang ulo, pero hindi agad naputukan, and Fikri being trigger disciplined right here, pero naunahan! Fikri, naunahan ni Torm dito, and here comes the rush of a Geek Fam right now. Hindi pagbibigyan na makapush ang mga tropa natin ng Orange Esports, and they will go for a little bit of aggression for this game. And there goes the hit from behind with Dren or Oren with that grenade and the shotgun gameplay. And ito na nga ang Geek Fam right now na nadalasa in this game. Orange Esports eliminated in this match. 10 kills na rin from the Geek Fam.
And Geek Fam, talagang ang ganda ng depensa rin nila. At the same time, yung push na ginawa nila doon. Pero right now, WNL together with AKO, ito yung mga teams na maraming kills. But oh my goodness, dalawa ang napanockdown nila doon at na-eliminate din at the same time. AKO Khmer all of a sudden turntables right now here dito sa match na to. And there you go! My goodness, AKO Khmer all of a sudden sila ang na-eliminate at 4th place. 3 teams remain. We have Bloody Head, Geek Fam, and Watch and Learn. And alam na, Neptune, kung saan tayo papabor. Bloody Head tayo dito.
Hindi, kasi alam mo yun kung bakit hindi natin masyado napansin dito ang mga tropa natin Bloody Heads. Kasi dahil doon si Mark, natahimik lang. Hindi sila masyado nagpaparamdam dito sa laban na to. Pero ito nga po, we have Watch and Learn right now. Venom 96 going in for the hit against Raja as they go in, move in slowly into the safe zone. But the glue walls will not be able to help them. Damage is still being dealt, and we'll have to see kung ano nga ba ang magagawa dito. There goes the hit. Oren, nakikita dito by the Shanks, and also a hit from behind. And Fikri was able to take down one members of Watch and Learn. Tulong-tulungan lang dito ang ginagawa. But Bloody Head is still alive, and kicking the grenade will be thrown at them, but no takedown will be happening. And here comes a 4v4 situation dito sa Geek Fam and Bloody Heads. Oren has been taken down by Venom from afar and eliminated naman dito. Takedown din dito si Mano 4. Mukhang mapupunta pa nga ata sa Bloody Heads ang advantage because the teammates, the enemies are being taken down one at a time, taking each other out.
Tinutulungan ng Watch and Learn yung Bloody Head. Neptune. Kaya nangyayari yung nangyayari ngayon sa Geek Fam. And right now, with only 2 members left,
Ooh!
2v4. Oh my goodness! Ang ganda naman nun, Fikri. Kanina ka pa. Kanina ka pang sa kalahari. Pero right now, Bloody Head right now will have to survive this one as they're now getting thrown at by Geek Fam. And Geek Fam right now, si Raja, nababawasan ng blue zone, mga kaibigan. Pero nakapasok siya dito. But the time turner right now will save him with only very low HP. Mga kaibigan, oh my goodness, and Geek Fam is eliminated. And watch and learn, getting eliminated at the same time. Oh my God. Bloody Head getting another booyah, Neptune. My goodness, at tama na guys.
May tama na. Ay, sorry. Tama na pala.
Nating team. Oo.
Alam ko may tama na. But anyways, Bloody Heads right now. No? Congratulations for the booyah. The second booyah for this team. The first team na nakakuha ng 2 booyah. And when I was asking for a different team, I was looking forward to a different team in here. But I'm so happy that Bloody Heads was able to do that. They were passive on the start. Nakita mo natin bago nagsimula yung laban na yon, they only have 4 kills. And then on the final moment with the 3 teams remaining, unti-unti na silang nababawasan yung mga kalaban nila. So passiveness has its perks. And this is what they will get. A booyah to their name and a chance to move up on the leaderboard, especially doon sa mga naganap na ibang mga games wherein maaga silang na-eliminate. So I think this is a chance for them to move up. How far? We'll have to find out later on kung gaano nga ba ang inakyat nila onto this leaderboard.
And magandang magandang bounce back for Bloody Head, especially in that very first game na kung saan namatay sila na maaga. Getting 2 booyahs here for this day is a big thing, Neptune. Talagang aangat at aangat yung puntos nila. This will maybe solidify their position in the first day of the Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. And again, yung nangyari kasi kanina, Neptune, yung watch and learn, wala silang sights sa Bloody Head. That's why wala silang no choice kundi barilin na lang yung Geek Fam. Which actually what happened there was nahirapan yung Geek Fam na i-push yung Bloody Head. They were supposed to push Bloody Head there. But then again, makikita natin dito actually sa replay mamaya-maya, pero si Demon 76 itong player na to na long hair ng Watch and Learn, iba ang pinakita sa match na to. But you can see here K9 Esports versus Orange Esports, yung rematch na nangyari sa Purgatory here in Alpine. It's gonna be Orange Esports, freshly squeezed Orange Esports. Pero ito yung nangyari sa player na si Tito Boyloy, triple kill in this matchup between the 2 Cambodian teams. Echo Khmer getting that advantage, but here you see another one coming from Boyloy. Yung nangyari naman sa X-Men Akatsuki. And then dito naman sa Watch and Learn, they were able to eliminate Team Princess at the very end. They were able to defeat the last guy na nandun sa second floor. Pero yun nga, Neptune, 2 teams having a lot of kills in this round. It might probably destroy the booyah of Bloody Head kasi yung Bloody Head medyo onti lang yung nakuwang kills.
Correct. Like if we calculate it from what we've seen earlier, so they started off with 4 kills on this. This is the moment. They started with 4 kills, and I think this is 6. And with 1 more, that would be 7 kills for their side, plus the 12 points for the booyah. So that would be 19 points on for their team. But compared to those who had a lot of kills, especially for the side of Watch and Learn, marami silang nakuha na kills, and then maganda rin yung placement nila. That would be, if I'm not mistaken, second or third. I miss which one was taken out first. But Geek Fam against Watch and Learn, either one, marami silang nakuha na kills doon, and they might overtake Bloody Heads for that number 1 spot on the rank standings. But we'll have to see. The Booyah is good addition for the numbers for the side of Bloody Heads, but the kills is good addition for the sides of the other teams who are really aggressive in these games.
And actually, in Watch and Learn, they got killed first before yung Geek Fam. So they will get 3rd place, and then yung sa Geek Fam, they will get the 2nd place on the Alpine map, which is map number 4. Pero yun nga, maganda yung mga points na sinabi mo, Neptune. yung dami talaga ng kills na nakuha ni Demon 76 kanina
Yeah.
together with his teammates. I mean, hindi lang naman siya yung nakakuha na maraming puntos doon when it comes to kill points. It's a team effort for watch and learn, and it's just that yung circle pumabor sa bloody head. They were in the middle of that situation. Pwede nga silang ma-sandwich doon eh.
Mm-mm.
Ang nangyari lang talaga, yung watch and learn na-focus sila bigla sa Geek Fam.
Yeah.
Unintentionally. I mean, they were supposed to push yung bloody head nung time na yun, but then again wala silang makitang player from bloody head with all of those covers na meron sila. Kasi ang laki rin ng walls na meron yung bloody head eh. So talagang nahirapan yung watch and learn to actually help the cause ng Geek Fam to push bloody head, and again that led them to being defeated first, and then nag 2-2 split sila. If you see the minimap kanina,
Mm-mm.
Neptune, nag 2-2 split yung bloody head. Two members para dun sa Geek Fam kasi there were only two members left for Geek Fam, and then two members naman onto the side of Watch and Learn ang pinag-push ng Bloodhead. So napakaganda nung strategy na ginawa nilang Morgana doon, and again nakita naman natin doon sa mga mukha nila na they are really determined to get that booyah in that match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we mentioned it from the start of the show, wherein talagang they have improved and really going in to take their reins into this rank. But speaking of rank, ito na nga, no, watch and learn. Sila ang pinakamaraming kills dito. Thus, they
Uy.
were able to get a total of 22. Pero hindi nalalayo, parang Goku. As you can see, 13 kills din dito ang
Parang mali eh.
yeah,
Parang
we'll
mali.
have to find out if this is right. So I think there will be some corrections in here on the standings.
definitely.
Pero when it comes to the kills, we'll have to find out. I think it is similar to what we are seeing on this side of AKO Khmer. Mukhang
Kung
8
di ako
kills
nagkakamali,
ata sila.
Neptune, ang nangyari, nagkabaliktad yata yung AKO Khmer and Bloody Head. Yun yung naging error dito. Kasi I'm sure na maraming kills yung Geek Fam. Tama yung placement point nila. And then tama rin yung placement point ng Watch and Learn, and tama din yung kill points nila. Nagkapalit lang yung Bloody Head and AKO Khmer. So we would expect na top 4 dapat yung Bloody Head with the Booyah, which is yung 12 points.
Yep.
And then 8 kills for Bloody Head, totaling 20 points din. But yung magiging difference talaga dito is yung kill points. Or probably we will see later on. Yun. Basically, ko-correct na lang siguro tayo dito ng ating league ops. And again, ayun yung naging score. Todak though, this is highly unlikely for Todak to be in this situation, di ba? Neptune, nasa pinakailalim sila, and you don't see Todak in this type of yung puntos nila 0. Kahit isang puntos wala.
I think I can't quite remember. Watch and Learn ata yung napalaban sa kanila earlier, or probably a different team. I think that was a Bloody Heads, because there are two teams na nag-early engagement earlier.
Oo, Bloody
dun
Heads.
sa game na yon. So going back, I think that is where they drop in to Blueville. And the Blueville, yun yung initially when the drop off has been shown, marami talaga yun doon on Blueville. And we missed the opportunity to look at that game because there was a fight in the stadium. So doon naganap naman yung ibang laban ng Watch and Learn. And Watch and Learn has been starting that game. Oh, Watch and Learn, and was that Eastern Wolves, I think, who started off that game early, pero may nakatakas na isa. So we'll have to find out. But looking at this, if that was correct, no, I think Bloody Head still gets the number 3 spot. It's I think Booyah would be priority here, switching over to the kill points of this one. I think this is the correct one. Tinama na pala. Parang Goku.
Tinama na nga, and yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, like yung tiebreaker ba is yung Booyah or yung kill points, and actually tiebreaker yung Booyah for this time around, which they have the third placing. Tama na yung scores, and again, we are back at it again here dito sa Casters scene. And again, Neptune, next map is we're gonna go back. Ito na yung magiging reset. Kumbaga, 5th match is now gonna be Bermuda, and then we're gonna go through all of these 4 maps again until the end as we go back to Alpine and the last match of the day. Pero yun nga, no, 4 match na ang nalalaro ng Group A. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Ang dami na ng nilalaro
Uh-oh.
nila. Now with fifth match, is fatigue gonna be a factor here, Neptune? Ano sa tingin mo?
I think so, no? Kasi like there's a lot of pressure, especially in the tournaments just like this. Tapos yung haba pa ng for each match and also the effort that they are putting through. Plus, ang mahirap nito is that another team will be jumping in on the second half of this day. Thus, they will be more, I would say, energized in this matter. So far, ang Group A medyo, I would think, if they're not prepared enough, no, they might be hit by fatigue, or on the other hand, because of the experience that they have on the first part of this game, mas malaki yung advantage nila dito against Group C. Group C, on the other hand, naaral naman nila dito yung laro ng Group A. So it's still a 50-50 chance. Back and forth nga, no? Tabla-tabla pa rin in the numbers. Fatigue, on the other hand, depends on the wellness of the team. Kung nakapag-prepare ba sila, nakapagpahinga ba sila na maayos, as well as are they still coordinating well on the back end with the teammates, or probably if there are a little bit of discussions, negative discussions against them, yun, mas malaki yung tama ng fatigue. So hopefully that is not the case.
Well, hopefully that's not the case indeed kasi hindi lang 5 games ang lalaroin nila kasi they're gonna
Mhm.
play like 3 more games after this. And again, yung mga breaks natin very much konti lang, no.
Mhm.
Neptune, like after 3 games we're gonna have like a really short break again, and then later on they're gonna have like the last 2 games to be settled here in this day number 1 of the Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. Ang tanong dito is yung sa ibang groups. Like we have Group C right now. If I'm not mistaken, sila yung maglalaro ngayon. We
Yep.
have Never Stop, K9, Anxiety. We have also ORV Esports, Archangels, No Escape, and Farang. And ito na yung Farang talaga, Neptune.
Ah.
Dito na natin makikita yung Farang na kung saan walang naumay nung Free Fire World Series.
Wala.
Walang naumay, men.
Wala.
Kahit walang ginagawa yung Farang, doon naka-spectate yung ating spectator. Pero ito pa. Another point here is Sri Lankan teams will now play together with Group A. So again, we're gonna see them play. Nakita naman natin yung mga Cambodian teams, and
Mhm.
uh, ikaw ba, what's your feedback with the Cambodian teams? Did they live up to the expectations or talagang
Oh.
more than the expectation?
Especially in the final moment, no, dito sa AKO, nakita naman natin dito si Tito Boy, talagang nagpakitang gilas. As well as, well, I would say for Diversity Gaming, they started strong, but they dwindled off towards the later part of the 4 matches, no. For side naman ng AKO Khmer, they started slow, hindi sila masyadong aggressive. They went in slowly and taking approaches wherein at some point some are questionable, but moving in on towards the last moment, nakabawi naman sila dito. So I think there's still a lot more that they can offer in this game. But speaking of offering, we offer you yet a new set of groups fighting. It's Group A and C, and this is back into Bermuda.
Back to Bermuda. The OG map is here to stay. And kita-kita naman natin yung Farang, mga kaibigan. Nandun na nga sa may tabi ng Riverside. And we also see Bloody Heads. Remember, Bloody Heads and EWG going at the same spot. Tingnan natin kung sino ba ang mananalo dun sa engagement na to. As you remember, Neptune, na yung Bermuda ng Bloody Heads ay napakapait. Kasi sila yung naunang nawala. But right now,
Correct.
looks like yung Never Stop, merong atang kasabay, which is yung AXT dun sa may lower left portion natin. But then again, here is one of the teams. And actually, meron tayong giveaway. Monster Gun Box, a Lively Beast. Ihanda nyo na,
Mhm.
guys. Yung mga screenshot button nyo. magpo-posing kami kahit wala kami.
I mean, that has been a custom, no? Pag may mga code,
Oo.
no? We give a post so that at least when you do the screenshot, you'll be able to give us a good angle. Pero ito na nga, speaking of angle, Barba right now getting good angle and Never Stop has been eliminated by Anxiety. And ito na nga, no? Maagang aggression ang pinakita dito ng mga tropa natin from the Philippines. Anxiety right now, not anxious really, but right now, a little bit aggressive on this game. 3 kills to their name. 1 team eliminated. We are down to 11. Paring kuku.
Yeah, down to 11 all of a sudden. And right now, mukhang nandito rin yung Bloody Head sa may Gedli ng area ng Pochinok. Mukhang mabilis yung naging looting ng Bloody Head coming from Mars Electric. And right now, we have ORV Esports na kanina nakita natin. But here they are right now in real life, mga kaibigan, together with the Archangels. And right now, the Archangels team, really interesting team. Remember nung practice games, Neptune kahapon, sila yung nanalo over Todak. And let's see kung ganun nga ba yung mangyayari. As, the first knockdown, but it came from Shanks ng Bloody Head. The third party is real, mga kaibigan. But Morgana will be taken down as well by ORV. Naglaban na namin ang dalawang team na to. But Shanks, shotgun sa mukha, mga kaibigan. At mukhang niratrat pa nga. And there you go, the finish is there. And Bloody Head right now, down to 3 members left. Kaya pa nila to. As Shanks right now will get spotted by Latte. Ito na nga, mga kaibigan, mga kape, mga latte. Shanks, down to low HP. Wala pala siyang pang-heal pre, kaya pala.
It's early game. I mean, it's early engagement. Usually, sa mga, at this point, no, you might have used up already yung mga resources mo. But Kaloy was able to bring back Morgana. It's a good advantage for the side of Bloody Heads. Latte was able to go for the pickup. But I think it is now Latte and Cookie, the only 2 remaining for the side of ORV. Archangel, tamang sila naman ang tahimik dito. No? They are just prioritizing on getting good equipments before they go in for the fight. And knowing the battle is not yet over for those teams, they are backing off. Hindi sila nakikialam. Speaking of nakikialam, ito naman mga tropa natin dito ng No Escape is nakikialam dito against Diversity Gaming, and Papa is in here just waiting as one of their members has been taken down. The kid is in there out of this game and needs to be revived, but Grizzly is getting some information dito from the side. So, we'll have to see kung anong gagawin dito ng 3 miyembro ng No Escape against 3 miyembro ng Diversity Gaming. This is a new team coming in. No Escape right now. We'll have to see what they can offer.
Ano nga ba ang may o-offer Neptune ng No Escape? Mukhang walang escape ang may
Walang
o-offer
escape.
ng No Escape sa Diversity Gaming. And kung titisin nga, actually, kung titignan mo, sila Papa, nang sa scout na lang dito, they're trying their best to scout itong mga No Escape, trying to actually get some bullets through, and nakita na nga yung ulo ni Error doon. But si Papa, mga kaibigan, kung napanood mo Neptune yung Stranger Things kagabi, si Papa, mga kaibigan, nandoon din.
Pero ito na nga, nandito na nga si Ipans and will be regrouping. So, parehong miyembro dito na napabagsak kanina ay na-revive na nga. But here comes Grizzly going in for the flank. Mukhang nakita na rin dito ni Papa. Pero si Papa na nga dito will try to fire back against Grizzly. Eden right now going for the backup with that motorcycles. At mukhang ito na nga ata, irarush na nga ata si Grizzly. Tamang takbo! Back pre! And Eden right now, hindi tumitigil and shoot! Doon sa bakod will be able to get away.
Nagkasya yun.
Escape right now will not be able or will be able to escape as they get back into the compound trying to fire back against Diversity Gaming.
Nagkasya doon si Eden 77. Akala ko matatamaan
Ipit na.
yung ulo niya. Akala ko bitin, pero right now, ito na, watch and learn, mga kaibigan. Parang gusto nilang bumalagbag as right now they're now pushing Team No Escape, as also yung Diversity Gaming will try to at least also go into the party, pero mukhang nag-escape na nga. Meron palang isa. Neptune, may na-stuck dito, Step Bro.
We'll have to find out sino kaya dito ang naibit, na-stuck, and maski na nga dito, maski saan, maski dito, maski doon, susugod at susugod. Here comes Maski going in for the hit, but the glue wall was able to save them. The takedown will be done and bagsak ang isang miyembro ng NOX. And watch and learn right now. Talagang pinapakitaan tayo at tinuturuan kung paano nga ba sumugo dito outside of safe zone into the house. And Grizzly, konti na lang HP and will need to recover. Pero mukhang papabagsak na nga ni Demon 76. It is now left to 2 members, Ipans and Error 7. Grenade will be thrown but will be saved by that glue wall and will not be able to make some damage. Ipans naman nandito, nagdedelegado as Grizzly is already taken down and Ipans need to get away. You need to survive. Bring back your members. Pero naipit na nga dito and no escape has been eliminated. Watch and learn still aggressive as ever from the previous round.
And watch and learn. Kaso nga lang, ito na yung Farang! Spade! At saka si Bayet tumalon, mga kaibigan. Isama mo pa si Jembal. As right now, Bayet naka-ready na dito. And ang ganda ng ginagawa nila. 2-2 split ng Farang ang ginagawa versus watch and learn. And speaking of watch and learn, will be taken down. 2 men down. And Farang, world stage experience ang meron sila dito, Neptune. At pinapakita na nga nila at napakabilis naman nun. Easy Bugatti, mga kaibigan. And Farang,
Oh my
sila na
God.
nga ang nanalo. Farang.
Parang ang bilis nun, paring ko, no? Pero
Parang.
that is what Farang has to offer in here. Watch and learn, I think they are given their title. They need to watch and learn from Farang right here, no? Imagine stepping outside of the safe zone just to go and finish off, vulturing off yung final moments na, or yung the final moment of that engagement that happened earlier against Watch and Learn, and just clearing out. Alam nila kung saan pwesto, the 2-2 split that they have done, and they done it so well. This time, we have Bloody Heads going against Geek Fam right now. Victory, syempre, hindi mawawala sa high ground because he's the sniper. He might be going in for the kill against Morgana. Morgana will be hit but will be able to survive. But Shanks naman nandito for the backup. 2-2 split once again for the Bloody Heads, but it is different split for the side of Geek Fam as they go in multi-level. Ang ginagawa dito mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam, pare Kuko.
Totoo yan, and ito yung bahay kasi ng Geek Fam, itong Clock Tower. Challenge lang talaga sila ng Diversity Gaming kanina, pero right now Bloody Head is here to challenge them instead. And Mano 4, mukhang alam na niya kung nasa si Shanks, but Shanks will try to go for that glue wall para at least madelay yung push ng Geek Fam. But right now Shanks will try to back out kasi nga napakapangit ng position niya dito and will try to go back to his teammates. And Geek Fam right now will have to go group up together in order for them to be able to actually plan out a push para dito sa Bloody Head. And let's see kung makakaisa yung Geek Fam. I know for a fact na maganda at sobrang talino ng Geek Fam, pero uy, andito na si Morgana. Ang bilis naman nun! Oh my goodness! Mark na headshot sa ulo, mga kaibigan, pero si Morgana naman ay nagranada. And Geek Fam right now, lumalaban, mga kaibigan. Time turner sa pagbubuka bawat miyembro ng team dito ng Geek Fam. And Bloody Heads and Mark right now will try to survive. Here, another one! Neptune! Kaso nga lang, Bloody Head will get eliminated. Oh my G!
That was a quick game right there. I mean, that was a quick movement coming from both teams. Talagang nahilo ko dun sa kakaikot ng mga teams na nandito. With the glue wall and the rotation of these teams. Unfortunate for Bloody Heads. Eh, may isa pang natira with a shotgun and they were able to take out the final member. But that was a great engagement between Geek Fam and Bloody Heads. But Bloody Heads, I think they took it a little prematurely. Kasi they are, it is working for them if they are being passive, but aggressiveness, especially for the side of a Geek Fam, who we know you don't want to go in expected. No? Kasi like if Geek Fam is expecting you, you don't want to go in against them, and that is what happened against Bloody Heads. Geek Fam knows where they are, they know where to pull them in and bait them to be able to eliminate, though medyo patas doon sa takedown, but on the final moment, mechanical skills, medyo nakalamang doon ang last member ng Geek Fam.
And that was an explosive matchup from Geek Fam and Bloody Head. Unfortunately, talagang iba yung level ng Geek Fam when it comes to close encounter engagement. Pero men, si Mark, men, natahimik lang. Ang ganda ng mga sniping shots niya up close and personal. But si Neptune, kaya pala nananahimik. Si Kanoho na nga ang kanyang target, men. And this is another Filipino team right now here in this game. But right now, we have here Latte at si Cappuccino. Mga kape nga, mga kaibigan. ang mga players ng ORV. Pero men, they are now gonna be knocked down. Mocha at Cappuccino na lang ang natitira. Maiinom kaya ng mga Sri Lankan ng Archangel itong ORV? Pero men, on the minimap, we have Diversity Gaming just sniffing around the area. And let's see kung, uy! Bigla na lang siyang na-knockdown doon. And that is because of of the
The
kid.
Gid.
Oo, ng Diversity Gaming. Tamang third party lang at si Cappuccino right now will try to survive here. 149 HP left, mukhang hindi. Archangels will get eliminated instead. Mocha will survive. Pero Diversity Gaming, tamang tingin lang siya dito, will go for the revive. Tatlo ang buhay para sa ORV.
Yes, Axis Esports right now going in onto the fight. And this is against Anxiety, ang mga tropa natin dito from the Philippines as well. We have a Latte who've seen has been eliminated by Safe Zone and ORV has been taken out. Now, going back to this fight, Neptune has been taken down and here comes Flame! Flame naman dito nakapagpatumba ng isang Toby. And the pickup needs to be made for them to be a complete squad. Pero Toby hindi maaligtas and Barba right now being aggressive, going for the rush and the turnaround hit. Barba naman nandito na ipit ng glue wall but that will not be for long. Dalawang miyembro na ipit na nga dito sa sulok and will need to be rushed. Otherwise, mukhang maabawi ata mga tropa natin na Axis. And there goes a grenade against Barba. Barba, bitinamaan ng sariling grenade launcher. What are you doing, ma bro?
What are you doing, my friend? And right now, Axis, buhay pa rin. Tamang glue wall lang para hindi makapasok yung team ng kaso nga lang men, meron Diversity Gaming na bigla na lang dumaan dito and looks like we're gonna have a triple threat matchup indeed. Royal Rumble, sino ba ang mai-evict sa bahay ni Kuya, ang bahay ni Neptune mga kaibigan? Ito na mga kaibigan, si Barba naglagay ng time turner doon, tamang chronosphere lang para depensa, and Eden 77 ginigiba na ang mga glue wall na nilalagay. Oh my goodness! Kanoho! With that grenade launcher, ang dami nun!
Tatlo na pabagsak no with grenade launcher. It's only one left. Kano was picked up right now. Pero si Barba naman nandito. They need to go in for that fight. Unti-unti na nga tinatama si Barba. And Axis, tamang chill lang doon sa gilid. Habang mga tropa natin Diversity ay nandito na ipaglaban sa mga tropa natin ng Anxiety. Now Kano right now will be spotted in the corner. And 62 HP. Mukhang nagkamali siya ng ikot doon. And they need to go inside. Neptune and Flames right now. There goes the hit once again with that grenade. Pero Kano kakainin ng safe zone and there goes the hit on the other side. We have Eastern Wolves Gang eliminated in this game and Kano taktamang takbo and lakad matatag ang mga tropa natin ng Pinoy habang hinahabol lang ang mga tropa natin ng Diversity Gaming. Nag-iisa na nga the kid dito who needs to move away pero si Kano and Barber man ang susunod na lalaban dito. It's a 1v1v1 situation pare po.
1v1v1, tinuluyan na nga si Kano. The Kides, mga kaibigan, ang kunat mo boy. And meron pang isa dito. And Anxiety will get killed. My God, ang ganda naman nun. And Flame 7, tira-tira. Kinuha na lang ang mga tira. And Flame 7 will survive. And men, ilan na lang, tatlo na lang bigla ang mga teams. Geek Fam. And now Farang is still alive in this game. And Geek Fam right now, Farang Jembala man na knockdown. Mano 4. Ito na ang lakad matatag ng Geek Fam. And there you go, eliminated na nga ang isang player ng Farang. And Farang sila ang matatalo dito, pre.
Parang nakita ko na nga ang hinaharap ng Farang dito pero ang Axis good play for Flame right now being able to get this placement. Though dalawa lang yung kills nila dito even if ma-hit nila dito ng Gig Fam it's not a it's not a loss but Oren is in there, has been taken down. Flame still fighting. Walang susubuko sabi ni Flame dito. No, the flame is on, the fire is on for this team. Pero si Mano 4 manlilikod, hindi tatamaan and Flame on the other side will be pushed by Raja. The glue wall will be able to save him, but there goes the pinch and Axis Esports eliminated Geek Fam for another booyah.
And second booyah. Pangalawang booyah na to ng Geek Fam para sa araw na to. And man, how good they are. They're really, really good. Neptune, talagang nila at the same time nila na talagang yun ang ginagawa nung isa dun sa taas. Nakita mo yun?
Chest, ano yun? Chest thump.
Akala ko.
Kinakabahan kasi siya eh. Kaya
Oo.
pinupukpok yung puso eh.
Ayun. Pero ito, yung Hulk Hogan na yung isa doon, men. Nakita mo yun? Sabi nila, asa ng fans ng Geek Fam, mga kaibigan. There you go, Geek Fam getting another booyah here in the first day of the Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. Nagbabalik kami mga casters, Cool TV, together with Neptune, the Gentleman Gaming, Garcia, and man, ang ganda ng nangyaring triple threat match ng Diversity Gaming, ng Team Anxiety and Team Access Esports. Wow, ang daming pinatumba ni Kanoho ng grenade launcher. Ilan yun? Nabilang mo ba, Neptune?
Um, I think that was, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, dalawa lang yun natamaan ng grenade launcher on that moment ng pagpasok ng Diversity Gaming. One was from a gunshot, but there was another one na nagawa na follow-up before naman nung pasok ng Diversity Gaming. But what I'm really impressed is how Access Esports was able to survive yung carnage na naganap na yun. Grabe.
Totoo.
Sobra eh. Ang daming naganap na laban and they were rushed. No? They were rushed in there by anxiety and they, chilling like a Bailey lang sila dun sa glue wall, sa glue wall lang, walang papalag, hindi tayo aalis until the final moment nung narinig nila na medyo humupo na yung putukan. That's when they left and then just gate kept all the remaining members 1v1v1 pero nanguna na nga doon ang Access Esports. And this is just the early part of the watch and learn gameplay against No Escape. And ito naman yung sugod ng Farang dito wherein it's a good play for them. They step outside of safe zone. Unexpectedly, watch and learn has been taken down. Pero ito na nga, the first instance that Bloody Head went in on this game. Napabagsak naman sila dito ng Geek Fam. And this is where Access Esports right now is going in for this fight against anxiety. And dito na nagsimula ang lahat ng kaguluhan, paring buko.
Oo, kaguluhan talaga ang pinili ng Anxiety together with the Diversity Gaming and Access. But just picking up the remainings of that engagement, itong si Flame 7 with that final shot onto the side of the kiddos of Diversity Gaming, and then bigla na lang tatlong teams na lang ang natira. Neptune, nagulat na lang tayo na tatlo na lang pala, and that's one member of Axis tapos yung members ng Geek Fam and Farang. Unfortunately for Farang, medyo na sila na corner sila ng Geek Fam. That's why they were not able to actually fight back. And kung tutusin, mas kumpleto yung Geek Fam ata nung time na yun compared sa Farang. Farang only had like 3 members na buhay. So again, numbers advantage was used there by Geek Fam, and that's why they got that booyah dito sa match na to. And I'm kind of interested on ilan bang nakuwang kills ng Anxiety kasi medyo madami yung na-knockdown ni Kanoho kanina together with his teammates. And basta total chaos talaga yung nangyari dun sa bahay na yun. And we would love to see that kind of gameplay in the next few matches na meron tayo. We only have how many matches left, Neptune? Diba? 3 na lang. We have Kalahari, we have Purgatory, and then lastly, yung huling map na Alpine, which is gonna be so interesting as... actually, no, sa totoo lang, yung Alpine kanina, feeling ko nagkakapaan pa yung mga teams. Kasi medyo talagang balag-bagan gameplay yung ginawa nung iba, di ba?
But there are some teams na talagang alam na nila kung paano mag-rotate. And that is what we love. That is one thing that can be taken advantage by on this gameplay. Something new, no? Especially if alam na nila, they can practice that. We've seen that from other games wherein something is introduced, probably a new set of rules, a new meta weapons and all. Remember when the revive has been put into gameplay, yung bago pa lang pinasok dito sa mga tournaments, yung pag-revive ng mga teammates, it has been used in a great advantage. Actually, at some point, it has been used and exploited as well by the other teams. But going into the round standings of number 5, we have a Geek Famine there taking this booyah plus a total of 11 kills into the game, 23 points. And ito yung sagot sa tanong mo, paring Kuko, 10 kills ang Anxiety dito with a total of 16. Sobrang chaos ng ginawa niya. Sobrang daming knockdown na nagawa ni Kanoho na pati si Barba na knockdown yung sarili niya. Hopefully that was not counted into the points. But either ways, no, they go into number 2. Parang going into number 3 right now, placing second or no, placing third at this point because Axis Esports got the second on that placement point. 15 to their names, Diversity Gaming with 14, Axis Esports with 11 with the help of Flame in their surviving final moment. ORV Esports with 7, Watch and Learn, Bloody Heads, Eastern Wolves Gang in here, both, well, what both? All with 3 points. Archangel with 4. No Escape with 2. And Never Stop has been stopped with 0 points at number 12.
And right now, the Sri Lankans are actually struggling, Neptune. Kung mapapansin mo, 10th and 12th place sila dito sa first match. But hindi natin sila pwedeng pagsabihan na wala talaga silang binatbat. It's just the first game para sa grupo nila. So we will see them one more time on the next few matches na meron tayo, and tingnan natin talaga kung ano yung magiging pinaka-potential nitong mga teams na to. Never Stop and Archangels, they're nandyan sila. May rason kung bakit nandyan sila, Neptune. And right now, as we move in closer to the next map, Kalahari na nga yung susunod na mapa. Again, expect those high ground advantages in refinery area together with a little bit of few hot drops. Kasi pansin ko nung first Kalahari, ang daming nagkasabayan. We have teams ng, if I'm not mistaken, Todak yata yun or K9 yung nagkasabayan or may kasabay sila rather nung time na kalaban nila yung Group B. But this time around, I'm not sure kung ano yung mangyayari because we haven't really seen yet Group C dito sa area na to ng Kalahari. But again, Neptune, I hope na makabawi yung mga Sri Lankan teams din kasi again, for them to be able to at least fill out the gaps na meron sila kanina nung Bermuda map.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of some of the teams really start off slow. Now, I think that is what's happening for the side of Sri Lanka, and we've seen that, especially for the side of Bloody Heads. No, they went slow and then later take the Booyah, and then another slow game, and then taking the Booyah. So I think that can be a pattern that we can see. Hopefully, not consistently. Kasi nga, yung mga teams who are going on and off, pag minsan dahil yung off game nila, they take very, very little points, thus hindi sila nakakaabot onto that placing a good spot for them. But speaking of placing, we need to place ourselves in our seats right now and wait for the battle to start because here comes the next match, game number 6 on Kalahari. The flight has already flew and the teams are already dropping in. Anxiety is already going into the sub and the battle is already happening dito. Archangel going against another team right now, and this is a 3-team battle, parang
Oo. Tatlo, triple threat matchup agad-agad. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na merong magkakaroon talagang hot drops dito with 3 members or 3 teams rather nang naglalaban. Watch and Learn able to actually defeat 1 player of Archangel and Never Stop also helping the cause of Watch and Learn. So yung Archangel na si X-Gun most definitely talagang aalis na to dito sa area nila. And you can see also EWG just nearby might probably go for the rotation after this engagement between these two teams. Pero nakita si X-Gun doon of their countrymen na Never Stop. So talagang dito, walang kaibigan, walang countrymen. Papatayin kita kung sino ka man.
Nadali. Kung sino ka man. Nadali sa kuko ng Aquila. Ayan. Sa kuko ng Aquila 99. Ayan. Eagle Eyes.
Oo,
Eagle Eyes yan.
99, marami kasi siya, 99.
99. Pero ito na nga, Bono, we have Never Stop right now. Never stopping in this game. Still going in for those rotations para makawa sila ng kanilang loot. And they might be meeting up with No Escape right now, who has taken the high tier loot area. Bloody Heads is in here still taking command post. Habang ang mga tropa naman dito from Diversity Gaming has taken the confinement part of this game. Axis naman nandito, mukhang nabawasan na nga because of the hit that is being made against them by this team of ORB. So they need to rotate. Si Rose may ipit from the outside on that vehicle. Pero ito na nga, the grenade are being thrown against ORV. Latte, ang mga mainit na kape ay nandito na nga at makikipaglaban sa mga good day manager.
At ako na mag-shoutcast dito kasi andito na si Neptune, mga kaibigan. And ito na yung mga kape ng ORV. Naka-order na ba kayo ng mga kape? Iinom nyo na, mga kaibigan, habang mainit pa. And right now, latte right now, habang mainit pa, nagbato na nga ng granada. Damage si Neptune dito. Very low HP, mga kaibigan. Ibigay mo pa, latte. Lahat na, pero men, Flame 7 talaga ang kumaklatch sa Axis Esports. Kanina ka pa buhay, pero right now Cappuccino mukhang kumo-close in na dito sa tatlong miyembro ng Axis Esports. Flame right now has that high ground advantage. Kailangan talagang mag-rotate ng ibang players ng ORV para makita tong si Flame 7, and right now mukhang tinatamaan na nga siya dito. Cappuccino!
Baited!
Tinamaan na nga, baited, mga kaibigan ni Rose. And sila Tay mukhang natakot na umakyat ng hagdan. Pero ito na si Rose, mga kaibigan. Mukhang hahabulin na nga nila itong ORV na ngayon ay tumatakbo na nga papalayo sa area nila Neptune. And Neptune, anong naramdaman mo nung nag-push yung ORV?
Ang ganda ng pinakita doon. I mean, we seen earlier that they have stuck in there yung tatlong membro, apart from Flame, tatlong membro has been in the same area habang si Cappuccino naman nag-aabang lang din doon sa gilid. No, the moment nagpakita si Rose doon, knowing that there will be someone who might be rushing in, they go in for that bait and then took them down. Pero dito, si Cookie naman nandito might go in for the hit against myself, against Neptune, pero
Kapatid ko
tumalbog
ata
naman
to.
on the other side. And si Cookie TV and Neptune ay naglalabra nga dito. So, sino kaya mananalo sa dalawang player caster na nandito? Rose, makikita na nga ang mga movements ng mga teams, and Shahid is still getting some information and probably some resources na rin to fire back against ORV. Pero, Cookie naman nandito will need to wait dahil the viewers right now will be lively as a lively
Ayan na.
beast will be unleashed and the code will be released. But on the other side, we have Eastern Wolves gang naman nandito going in for those shots, and Monito taking down them Demon in this game. At kita pa rin yung ibang mga miyembro, they don't have a prime location, but they are still aggressive to go in for this fight, pare ko.
At ang ganda nung ginalagay na glue wall dyan sa area ng bundok. And si Mankay talagang kitang-kita pa din yung mga players na umaangat dun sa bundok na yan. And medyo mahirap nga lang yung position ng EWG. Nasa open sila dito. I think it's best for them to try to find a place to stay. Kasi kung titignan mo si Monito, down to very low HP. WNL has the higher ground advantage. And if ever man na mas mataas pa sila, yung team ng EWG hindi na sila makikita, and that's why na nakatakas tong WNL or Watch and Learn na ngayon ay nagro-rotate na pa refinery area. Actually, medyo sa may left side siya ng refinery area, and Venom 96 looks like they're gonna try to maybe revive yung isa nilang teammate kasi nga patay na si Demon na ngayon ay mukhang i-revive. Uy, mukhang mali ang pinasukang area ng EWG. This is the area of Bloody Head. Command post is real, mga kaibigan. And Kaloy right now knows na meron ng tao dito.
Kitang-kita na nga si Mangkay dito, and Kaloy, tamang lurk lang. Tamang stock lang muna dito. At yan na nga, wala siyang nagawa kasi nakita na niya dalawa yung pumasok and he needs to run towards his teammates. Pero mga dalawang miyembro dito ng Eastern Wolves gang will be using that vehicle as a distraction, and I think si Kaloy ang unang makikita dito, especially he is the one near this area at mukhang walang bumarel against them. And Eastern Wolves gang has already fled this area. Good distraction for the side of Mankay and the rest of the teams, while the rest of Eastern Wolves gang will be left behind. So the information right now, Bloody Heads needs to be reverted onto the other side. Pero from the other side din, makikita natin dito ang Farang who might be going in for the shots against Eastern Wolves gang.
Oo, kaso ang problema dito ng Bloody Head, yung circle hindi pumabor sa area nila, lumayo sa area ng Bloody Head, and this will actually benefit Farang na ngayon ay si Spade na nasa pinakataas ng tuktok ng tower na to. Problema nga lang niya, danger spot pala to, Neptune. So again, you gotta be careful here, especially if ma-knockdown siya medyo mahihirapan din yung mga teammates niya to go for the revive. And right now, I think Farang will probably try to stay put. Yung EWG also will try to stay put kasi nasa loob din naman sila ng circle. Kanina nakita natin yung Bloody Head Neptune na nasa labas na nga ng zone. Ang tanong, saan sila pupunta? Saan sila papasok ng circle? That's gonna be a question that we will find out later on. But Axis Esports, nandito na nga sila sa Gedli, kaya pala hindi nagsasalita si Neptune. Kasi nakikita na naman natin sa screen si Neptune. Pero Neptune, ano ba nangyayari sa inyo doon?
We need to go in for that push, no? Kahit nasa likod namin ng ORV. But here comes the hit. Kanoho naman ang nag-iisa natitira dito sa laban na to. It's a 1v2 situation. Pero si Kanoho,
Uy.
mapapagsak ng ang mga tropa natin dito ng Geek Fam. Mukhang hindi sila tinantanan mula sa laban kanina. And Geek Fam still takes down ang mga tropa na ng Anxiety. But the 4-man team will need to regroup. It's a 1-2-1 split sa mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam. Without gunshot, mukhang sila magiging target. And it is a this is a no stop. Is that right? Never stop pala. Never stop. Who will be targeting ang mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam. And I think they have an advantage dahil nga medyo kalat-kalat ang mga tropa natin. But grenade will be coming in. And there goes Kobe from Oren right there.
And Oren with the Kobe, getting one from Never Stop. And si Sanza, wala nang tutulong sa Lods. Si Akila 99 na lang ang natitira together with his teammate na si Santa. And right now, able to actually get the takedown. Pero men, yung blue zone, napakasakit din. Santa na lang ang natitira. Magiging merry ba ang kanilang sitwasyon dito? Hindi. Sila na nga ay mamamatay as Akila 99 will get confirmed. And Santa, wala nang pang-heal Neptune. Wala na siyang no choice kundi lumaban dito. Fikri right now will go for the push. Mukhang i-revive pa ata niya yung kanyang tropa. Will have the time here. And Santa right now, kinakabahan mga kaibigan. Nanginginig na si Santa mga kaibigan. Santa right now, no, Never Stop. Will be stopped here by Geek Fam.
And have you seen this Geek Fam? Isa na lang nandito. I was able to go for a double pick up and then this time still has a chance to go in for the battle inside of safe zone. Kung makapasok sila safe zone, a good boarding in there against watch and learn with that grenade. Pero going in against a no escape, ang mga tropa natin dito, they need to get a better position. Venom right now is being thrown with those grenades and Venom would be moving in from the side of this compound. Si Grizzly naman nandito, tamang rush, hanap-hanap lang muna pero mukhang hindi pa rin nakikita si Venom. The glue wall has been put out in there by iPans. But ito na nga, grenades will be thrown and will be, mali yung ikot dito ng iPans. It's a good spot on the other side. There goes Grizzly, beating iPans on that kill, but still good distraction for the side of iPans. No escape, really giving no escape from the enemy.
Oo, wala talaga escape mga kaibigan. And ang dami palang teams na nasa ilalim ng circle, no? And you can see ORV trying to gatekeep Diversity Gaming from getting inside. And hindi nila alam kung saan sila pupunta. Looks like they're gonna try to rotate all the way to the northern side part of that circle. Pero yung Farang, mukhang nakakuha na sila dito ng spot. And they know na meron pang geek na nasa ilalim. So they will probably go for the gatekeep meta. But yung no escape, baka mamaya matamaan tong Farang, pero mukhang hindi kasi nasa kanila yung higher ground. No escape right now. Will try to use this area right now for them to protect themselves. Farang right now is going for the push. Spade now trying to going for the push downward sa floor, pero itong si Jembal ay nasa taas na nga. Saktong-sakto yung pagbato na yun. And Spade right now, tamang gulat lang. Gulat gameplay ang ginagawa nila. Ang ganda no, Neptune.
Ang ganda after grenade is pushing them to go towards the other end habang nakabang naman dito si Spade, no? Napakaganda ng follow-up na ginagawa ng mga tropa natin doon ng Farang, and Spade was able to go in for that takedown as well as elimination by Tubad. And that is the wrath of Farang right here. Ganyan ang pinapakitang taktika kung bakit sila nakapunta sa world stage. And this is what they need to show right now. Kung meron bang makakapita sa kanila, makakapagpalaglag, they need made to go in for those great tactical plays. But this time, Eastern Wolfgang, speaking of tactical plays, they will be moving towards the south dahil nakita na nga sila dito ng mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads, and Bloody Heads right now have stayed there on that area as safe zone continues to close and kailangan nila makapasok. And as you mentioned, parang Kuku, Diversity Gaming has already taken the shrines para makapasok sila at hindi sila mamataan at mag-gatekeep ng ibang mga koponan. Pero gatekeep na nga ang gagawin ata nila dito against one member of Geek Fam na nakamotor at umiikot na rin basta-basta. And who will this be? Who will take them down? And there goes the hit! Uy, si Papa will try to go in for the kill, but the glue wall is in there, will be released, but hindi pa rin tatama. The safe zone continues, and there goes Papa taking down Error in there in this fight. No escape, eliminated in this game.
And Fake Great tries to go for the scope, pero hindi. That is because of Mocha coming from afar. ORV Esports na kanina pa gine-gatekeep yung Diversity Gaming will actually go for the third party onto the side of Geek Fam. And Geek Fam right now getting a hard time here with Farang Esports and Jembal. Hinahanap na nga niya yung ibang players ng Geek Fam na nasa Gedli, and actually mukhang nakapasok pa ng very very late doon sa loob ng circle. Itong dalawang miyembro ng Geek Fam, nasan ang bilog? Looks like it will probably go to the side of ORV together with the Axis Esports and Man 04. Kanina ka pa, pero ngayon hirap na kayo. 5 kills in the bag, and tinamaan ng sniper ni Too Bad. And mukhang alam niya, nandun si Man 04, hindi lang niya matamaan, pre, walang angle.
Walang angle, walang information. We'll have to find out kung anong gagawin dito ng mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam as a Farang is in there just gatekeeping them, and with the safe zone closing in, mukhang mahihirapan na nga sila dito makapasok, and we'll have to find out kung mananalo or makakuha pa ba ng additional points ang mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam dito. Tamang pitas-pitas na lang din, no? From that corner, still fighting despite of the situation, but there goes a Geek Fam was able to take down Jembal in that game, and Geek Fam will be eliminated in this match. ORV Latte right now trying to go in for the kill against Bloody Heads, at ang ORV, ang mga mainit na kapeng right now, kailangan magpainit, pero tinamaan na nga dito ng Shanks with that snipe from outside.
And right now, Axis Rose here trying to defend himself. Dalawa na lang natitira para sa Axis Esports. And right now, EWG going for the flank here. Shahid tinuluy na nga together with his teammate here. And right now, EWG still has a 3-man standing here trying to go in the circle, gatekeeping Axis Esports. And the circle has shifted as well. Pero men, si Flame 7 kanina pa talaga to. Pero men, ang kunat mo, boy.
Flame 7, mukhang ito na nga ang chicharo ng bayan na sobrang kunat ni Flame 7. Will be throw a grenade, and there goes the hit. It is now left to 5 teams in here, and we have parang right now susugod si Bayet. Malilikuran pa nga ata dito by one member of Eastern Wolves gang, pero hindi.
Tahimik lang siya.
Oh,
Tahimik
para
lang
siyang
ba?
si Mark, pero pangalan niya ay si Bew. At
Oo, si
Eastern
Bew.
Wolves gang.
Si Bew, tahimik lang
Bew,
mga kaibigan. Just
tahimik
waiting
lang.
for the right time mga kaibigan. Hindi alam ng Farang itong si Bew na nasa likod lang. 4 teams remaining here in this game as Bew now tries to go for the push. ORV mabibisi sa Farang mga kaibigan, and the kid is coming from Diversity Gaming. Mukhang nakikita niya, hindi lang nga niya tinatamaan gamit na kanyang sniper, pero men, ano na nangyayari doon kay Bew? Buhay pa rin siya, buhay pa rin si Bew. Mukhang ito na si Bew mga kaibigan, nagparamdam na, and Latte nagulat na merong Bew dito, pero Bew will get eliminated by Latte. Pero men, hindi pa tapos ang laban. Nandito na ang Farang, and Farang right now will actually be taken down. Si Too Bad, si Spade na lang natitira dito onto the side here with ORV. Farang will get eliminated, and now it's going to be 2 teams remaining. 4v4 situation, pero men, may na-down dun sa side ng ORV, at mukhang nawala na nga siya. May granada pa sa harapan mga kaibigan. Ilagay mo pa yung isa, Cappuccino! Ininom na mga kaibigan. And right now, si Mocha na lang ata natitira. Mocha, anong gagawin mo? Takbo ka na, pre!
Walang mainit na kape sa matibay na DG as they go in for the push and elimination, and ORV taken down. Diversity Gaming takes this booyah. And there we have it. we have Diversity Gaming who took it slow. They didn't go aggressive this time, but this time they go in and went for the placement and took the booyah of this game.
Wow, Diversity Gaming also with that unlockable character,
Oo.
Neptune,
Ganun daw talaga
getting a
yun.
booyah. This only means, men, na talagang may ipapalag yung mga bagong bansa na nasali natin dito sa Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. We have teams from Cambodia and Sri Lanka, and now with them getting a booyah here, it goes to show na talagang balance na balance tong torneo na to. And you can see them right now in their boot camps. Talagang napakasaya at mukhang bathroom break muna yung iba. Nag-uusap pa yung mga nangyari. Pero men, ang layo ng rotation nila no kanina. Coming from the outside of the circle, being gatekept by ORV Esports, they went all the way to the northern side. Meron pang mga ibang players na tumabi sa kanila like yung last player ng No Escape and also one member of Geek Fam. I'm not sure why na merong Geek Fam doon, no? Neptune. Hindi ko rin alam kung bakit merong isang Geek Fam doon. Pero Diversity Gaming just went all the way from the top and then able to go for that third party after nung laban ng Farang and ORV getting that booyah.
Yeah, I think it's more of information gameplay yung ginagawa ng Geek Fam on the motorcycle. Pero he was able to go in a little bit too far from the flank. Kaya medyo not quite sure if he was able to survive kasi there's really no going in onto that area from the shrines. Kasi nga, apart from the safe zone, may water area na may bridge. So if he was able to cross the bridge, then he might went in. But Geek Fam has been stuck in there into one specific location at mukhang inipit na nga ng mga tropa natin ng Farang. Thus, they have taken the advantage in this game. Pero ito, kitang-kita naman natin dito on how well na pinakita ng Farang on that push. I mean, the grenade distraction and then pushing them around on the other side to go in for the finishing hit by Spade. No? That is what those smart gameplays talaga yung gusto kong makita from teams just like this. And yeah, they weren't able to get the booyah in this game, but that really shows why they are taking the world stage, and a lot of things can be learned from them, not just from them, but other teams who has provided us great gameplays, smart gameplays, I would say.
Yeah, and smart gameplays is actually the keys to the game here. Neptune, talagang patalinuhan talaga ng rotation, and also at the same time when it comes to engagement, kailangan talaga kalmado lang when it comes to that engagement. Kasi pag hindi ka kalmado, kinakabahan ka, hindi ka masyadong nakafocus sa ginagawa mo, talagang mamamatay at mamamatay ka. And that's what happened with the other teams kanina, especially with if I remember it correctly, yung isang team ng Sri Lanka that's never stopped. Na-stuck sila doon when they were getting pushed by Geek Fam and they didn't really know what to do. Talagang glue wall lang yung yung puhunan nila Neptune dun sa moment na yun. But then again, congratulations to Diversity Gaming getting their first booyah in the biggest stage here, or the bigger stage of Free Fire. Na ngayon nakita natin, no, since nakakuha na ng booyah yung isang Cambodian team, why not let's make it a four-peat naman, maybe a Sri Lankan team getting a booyah, Neptune, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, we've seen how Never Stop really played it out, especially with Aquila to their side. Siguro yung rotations lang, no? Kailangan nilang, they need to work out the rotation para hindi sila mag-gatekeep ng ibang mga teams, and as well as to understand kung saan nga bala yung mga drop points, especially for the top teams who has been a threat for Never Stop. We have Archangels as well. We don't have much visibility on what happened to them, pero most likely mga third party yung posible na ganap sa kanila, and that is one thing that you need to avoid, especially in these games. So kaya nga yung sinasabi natin, or from what we mentioned earlier, it's either you go for the safe zone gameplay or you go in the middle. But the middle, from what we've seen, has only worked in for the side of AKO Khmer when they went in on to this onto the Alpine map. So we'll have to see if that is similar to what we are going to go, especially dito nga on our next map, which is this is Purgatory na nga nandito, yung susunod na mapa natin. But as we go in on to this game standing, Farang has taken the lead with only 1 point ahead of Diversity Gaming because of the kill points. 8 on the placement, 10 on the kills, 18 for their side, and tied naman dito on 17. But because of the Booyah, Diversity Gaming was able to take the second spot with 17 points, and ORV Esports on the third also with 17 points.
And kung titignan mo yung puntos nila dito, no, Neptune, napaka-balance lang din. From the top 1 to until top 4, let's add up itong EWG. But looking at Bloody Head here, sobrang nahirapan sila sa rotation, no? After that shift onto the northern side of the map, they came from command post. If I'm not mistaken, nakapasok sila dun sa susunod na phase eh. Ang problema lang nila, yung nag-gatekeep sa kanila were top teams. Like we have Axis Esports, meron ding Geek Fam sa Gedli, and also yung parang talagang ginamit nila yung higher ground. So that's why some of these teams na nahirapan talaga. And we also saw Kanoho, the last member of Anxiety kanina. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he got stuck in that situation. Also, wala na siyang no choice kundi mamatay na lang talaga. Hopefully, they can actually bounce back, especially nung unang mapa na nilaro nila in Bermuda, Neptune. Napakaganda ng pinakita ng Anxiety. Hopefully, after this game, coming into Purgatory, they can actually bounce back, get that Booyah, or maybe get a lot of kills as possible para at least makabawi sila sa puntos.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Anxiety, they are an aggressive team, no? Aggressive team, but they need to be a little bit smarter in this game because a lot of teams are already going in for the aggression. And one thing to counter that is passiveness plus the long distance gameplay. And we've seen that for the side of Geek Fam. Hindi sila masyado aggressive apart from the early engagement that they can go. But before we go there, we are going for the quick break. So we'll see you again in the next match. Neptune and Kuku will be back in a bit.
So show me if you can. Show me if you can.
Beat through storms to deliver a book is the stupidest mission I've ever gotten.
It is not just a book. It values more than you can think of.
What can I do for you?
Start 25 plan.
The risk level is high. Please confirm whether you need to run it.
Confirm.
Breaking news. A wanted fugitive was recently seen in Bataling Street. We are waiting.
kupantang dicabar sudah lama menyabar rampaging the city aku cari kuasa jiwaku membara waking the power within I know that it's in me yeah the world is divided but we stay united I know we can fight it
Back mga ka-Free Fire, nagbabalik kami dito ang Tagalog broadcast ng Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. Ako si Kuku TV together with Neptune, the Gentleman Gaming Garcia. And guys, we're now down to the last 2 games. Ang bilis, Neptune, ng mga pangyayari. Sobrang bilis. Now, we are back at it again here with 2 maps, Purgatory and Alpine for Group A and C, and 7 maps na, or 6 maps rather, ang nalalaro ng Group A. Kaya pa ba? kaya pa ba today, Neptune, ng Group A?
Sa tingin ko naman kaya, no? So far, maganda pa rin naman yung performance dito ng mga teams. A lot of teams, for the side of Axis Esports, I would say, they're taking it slow. The passiveness that they're showing gives them a little bit of a good placement, pero not too much on the kills. Ang Geek Fam ang talagang nakikita ko na nagiging consistent. Despite of the number of games that they have played into, they are not really slowing down because of the tactics, yung pacing na ginagawa nila sa laro. They go in for the safe zone, the edge of the safe zone. Pero on that final moment, I think that is where we've seen Geek Fam failed because they were gatekept by Farang at that point. But as we look at the map recap, no, 2 maps na nga nandito nauha ng Geek Fam. 2 has been taken by Bloody Heads. So that was Kalahari and Alpine for Geek Fam. Both Bermuda. Actually, so I think ito yung meta nila. We have Axis Esports who was able to take Purgatory, and then Kalahari has been taken by Diversity Gaming. Now, Purgatory, it's more of the placement. Once again, ang posibleng kukunin dito ng mga tropa natin ng Axis Esports. So, if the safe zone will play to their favor, then posible na nga sila dito na makakuha ng magandang placement. Otherwise, kung mabasa na ito ng mga teams, it might be the fall for them because it's only a matter of grenade or grenade launchers who can take them down, or especially with information being brought in by snipers from other teams.
And kung papansinin mo, Neptune, no, when you talk about gun selection, yung meta coming from the Free Fire World Series, medyo nagbago. No? Parang nababalik ata uli yung meta ng grenade launchers and the grenades. And that's why you saw Kanoho using the grenade launcher and the Geek Fam using the grenades to be able to actually flank itong mga players ng other players or other teams na kasali dito. And you can also see yung paggamit nila ng mga snipers, which you can see Bloody Head Mark saka si Kides ng Diversity Gaming. So talagang nagbago na, wala na tayong masyadong nakikitang Charge Buster na kung saan talagang gamit na gamit siya ng FFWS, pero dito sa Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2, again, kakaiba siya. Actually, for me, it's much more exciting kasi there's much more of selection of guns that they're actually using.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's more of a balance that has been put into the game to be able to be fair. Kasi as we've seen from a previous tournament, the Charge Buster, talagang gamit na gamit siya in close quarter battle, and although it takes time to charge the damage it can do, talagang one hit delete. Definitely, yung makukuha dito na maatanggap from the Charge Buster. But one thing that we've seen less is yung tinatawag nga natin na Kami-Hami Wave. The glue wall destroyer na
Yep.
sinasabi natin dito. Hindi na natin masyado nakikita. It's because of the aggressiveness of the team. I mean, at some point, the glue walls are being used of passive team who are keeping their distance, taking the high ground. But this time, because of how close quarter it is, there's no time to really use that skill for them to take out the glue wall. Talagang guns sa guns na lang yung ginagamit nila dito to destroy the glue wall as well as to go against the enemy. It's more of the movement that they can use, especially when they inject themselves in towards the fortress na ginawa na nga ng glue wall ng mga opposing team, as we've seen from the other games previously.
Yeah, and if you remember nung way back nung FFWS, talagang wasakan ng pangarap ng glue wall eh. Ang daming mga glue walls ang nasisira nung mga times na yun. Pero this time around, it's much more of strategy based eh. The positioning actually comes into a factor as well. Remember when you saw yung Farang na pinush nila yung no escape
Yep.
dun sa compound? Basically, they went for a 1-1-2 split formation ang ginawa nila, which actually really helped. Na kung naalala mo yun, binatuhan ng Granada, if I'm not mistaken, si Jem Balyata yun, tapos biglang may nag-push na isa pa doon sa may bintana. Ang galing, sobrang ganda ng sistema na ginagawa ng Farang dito sa, or doon sa last match na nangyari. Pero ito na, flight path is here. We're now flying into Purgatory from the south side onto the northern side to Moat House. And let's see kung meron bang magsasabay-sabay. Looks like sa may bandang Brasilia ata, Neptune, mukhang Diversity Gaming at Axis. Kayo ata to.
Diversity Gaming and Axis. Well, we've seen Axis Esports really going in for the middle of the area. I would say the middle of the area to make sure na hindi sila basta-basta mako-contest. But this time they have been read and they are going in for the battle. But on the high tier loot area naman nandito is No Escape and Anxiety. There goes Error going in for the first blood against this team. But another battle is also happening, and Amoka was able to take down Venom in this game. ORV naman nandito mo. Mamamata na nga dito ang mga tropa natin ng Watch and Learn as Maske will be shut down. Demon right now will be eliminated in this game at it is now left to 3 members of this Watch and Learn team as ORV needs to back off a little bit. Medyo naubusan na resources and they need to regroup right now.
Itong ORV talaga, no, Neptune, talagang mapapayaya ka talaga. Kape na lang tayo. Yun na lang muna. Pero right now, yung Axis mo ang pinapalis, pinapalayas. Itong Diversity Gaming dito sa area nila sa Brasilia, and King BN22 is actually stuck right now, right behind the glue wall. And mukhang merong mamamatay na nga by Neptune na ngayon ay tahimik. But, claim right now, the skin giveaway. Mga kaibigan, screenshot nyo na, ilagay nyo na sa live comment section. Let's share it all the way through. Pero there you go. Elimination na nga nangyari dito as Flame will get that double revolver. Mala Walking Dead yung gusto ng Axis.
Pero ito nga, no, tamang takbo magnanao muna dito ang mga tropa natin ng Diversity Gaming. The Kid is in there left behind. Ipan sa mga dito, moving in against Anxiety. Nagdedelikado na nga dito ang mga tropa natin, No Escape. Kanoho missing that corner, and Kanoho might be hit, might be surprised in there from the side, pero hindi. Kanoho right now will be in here, slowly moving in, pero hindi nakita lang nga from above si Error, and Error will be spotted by Toby, but the glue wall will be able to save him, and here comes Ipan for the rush from behind, and no! There goes Barba with a hit against Ipans, and eliminated na nga dito. The Toby will be firing back. Error naman tatamaan, but Error will be moving to the side, and the Barba will be flanking in onto the right side. Kaz naman dito. What's up, Kaz? Let's go for the push, and Chessman will be spotted, but Time Turner will be in there stopping that push of Kaz.
And right now, No Escape. They have No Escape right now. And they're trying to commit to this situation na meron sila. Lamang na lamang dito yung Team Anxiety, Neptune. And right now, kung mapapansin mo, yung isang membro ng No Escape, si Kaz, ay nagbabackout na nga dito. Naka-neutral lang si Grizzly, which actually will benefit them if ever man na maspatan niya yung mga players ng AXT na mag-push doon sa other side. And looks like they will go for the back. Uy, mukhang di yata nakita ni Chessman yun. It looks like he will spot him. Mukhang nakita na nga niya. But there you go. Mukhang tamang ano muna to dito. Tamang patience muna yung pinapakita ng AXT. Mare-revive na rin si Kanaho at the same time. And again, that's a win for the Filipino team. Na Team Anxiety dun sa area na yun.
And I think one move why Cass really moved away to push away yung mga tropa natin ng Anxiety for one member of No Escape to be able to get and revive the rest of the team. Pero si Cass na nga nandito, mukhang mapupush na nga, and we have a Toby right now. Chessman has been taken out from that game, but here comes the pickup. That will be done by Toby onto Chessman, and there goes one more member of No Escape. But Ipans will be brought back from the dead, as si Grizzly na nga dito will be able to go for that runaway. Regrouping naman back into the Forge, two members of No Escape. They were able to live another fight.
Oh, and this will give No Escape some time to go for the revives. Problema lang nila dito, merong isang player from another squad just lurking around the spots that they have right now. Grizzly will most likely loot itong area na to, but again, they are really closing in. Neptune, palapit na ng palapit itong team ng Arc. Uy, pero meron pang isa. Si Mano for anong ginagawa bigla ng Geek Fam dito? Bigla na lang silang dumaan. And right now, Archangels will also hear the vehicles passing through. And men, what happened? Bigla na, uy, nakita si Seeker. Oh my god. wait lang ha. Meron akong pasahero dito, pero uy, si Joker nasa labas, mababangga siya, pero buti na lang nakapasok siya agad. But men, Geek Fam right now is freaking hot. Neptune, they are now pushing Arc right now. Joker is currently down. 3 members left na nakatayo dito para sa Team Arc. But Oren right now, galit na galit itong Geek Fam. Parang nakatarget ata sila dito sa Arc. And 2 men down na nga. Isama mo pa yung isa. Isa na lang ata ang natitira. Oh my goodness. Oh, actually, meron pang palang isa. Asan na, Neptune, yung last member ng Arc?
Seeker right now, siya yung siya yung hinahabol kanina, and Seeker right now is seeking a place of refuge, getting away from the battle that we've seen. Archangel right now, well, they need to be an angel brought back to revive flight, pero medyo malayong flank. Nakita na natin to, yung flank na to. It's the other way around, pero I think this will work for the side of Archangel. This is the move that has been done earlier into this game that has made one of the teams survive longer. But as we look in the safe zone, medyo malayo pa rin yung babiyahin nila. And looking at the path that Geek Fam might possibly take, posibleng silang mag-gatekeep ng mga tropa natin ng Anxiety. But on the other side, we have a Never Stop right now who has stopped a little bit on this game, but they might be meeting against Farang. So Farang nangangamoy high ground, low ground, and a sniper battle for the side of Farang against Never Stop. Sino kaya ang unang mapipitas dito, and will they be able to maintain this position? Because in a bit, the safe zone will be closing in 45 seconds.
And Farang really loves itong high ground, no? Kanina pa sila high ground, especially in Kalahari, and right now they have the higher ground here. Siguro talagang ito na talaga yung pinaka magandang choice nila in order for them to be able to flank itong Never Stop, and they are actually outside the circle at the same time. And right now, Geek Fam, rumoronda raw si mga kaibigan itong Geek Fam. Kanina pa tong mga players na to na nakakotse. Akala mo may
patrol.
may ang tawag doon. Basta yung pag-election.
Oo, may convoy, may
Oo.
Oo, naka-convoy sila. But anyways, mga tropa natin ng Geek
Nangangampanya.
Fam.
Ayun.
Nangangampanya. Pero ito na nga, they have passed through a lot of enemies. At ito, mukhang makapaharap na nga sa mga tropa natin. Bloody Heads, we'll have to find out who will start this engagement. Mark na nga nandito, going for the hit against Oren, pero nabuwasan lang, hindi na patumba. And that might not look good for the side of Bloody Heads dahil they have made first move, and the rest of teams of Geek Fam has been spotted naman dito sa Shanks. So, I take that back, no? With that spot by Shanks right now gives them or let them prepare. Pero apart from that, may isa pang nagaganap na laban dito. Farang was able to go and take down a few members of Eastern Wolves Gang at ilan na titira. They might be taken down but a split has been made. Too bad right now is in here on high ground giving information and Was will be running away. Nag-iisa na nga dito at talagang lakad matatag muna dito si Twas habang
Uy!
pinaputukan from above and too bad for him because Too Bad is here to kill him right there.
Pero nga lang, men, Bloody Heads down to 2 players remaining here. Pero yung Geek Fam actually ay down to 2 players na rin. And right now, Mano 4 able to actually get Shanks down. Asan na yung huling miyembro ng Bloody Heads? Mark is still alive here. Mukhang kakarevive pa lang ata niya. And Morgana just bleeding out dun sa area na yon. This is currently a really bad situation for Bloody Head and talagang ito yung tamang desisyon para kay Mark. Kaso nga lang nasumata na siya with the Kami wave, mga kaibigan. And there you go, Fikri with the good shot there with the sniper. Huli ka, Balbon, sabi niya.
Walang-wala mga tropa natin Bloody Heads. And one reason why, di ba nakita natin ang Geek Fam paikot-ikot lang, one reason why they stayed in that area is because even if they go in for the battle, they have the advantage, the revive area in that point. So, kaya they stopped in there compared to how they passed by other teams earlier. So, I think that is a good tactic that can be learned by all the teams as well as all the viewers out there who wants to go in for the battle just like this. But here comes Farang right now. The grenade by Jembal against Sensei. And the follow-up naman nandito. Bagsak na rin si Aquila. And there goes the Kobe. Not one but two. But there goes Jembal taking this kill. Tamang abang naman dito sa labas ng bintana. Mga tropa natin ng Never Stop. They have stopped for a moment. Santa and Sana. Sino kaya ang makakuha dito ng kill? Or sino kaya ang babatay? We'll have to see as Farang is still in here going for the fight. Sana right now going for the backstab and will be taken down. And Santa na lang natitira dito. But on the other side, we have Diversity Gaming being taken down by Watch and Learn. And they are showing us what it takes to go into this fight. But the battle still continues for the side of Farang.
And Farang right now, may tulong na si Jembal, mga kaibigan. Kanina wala pero Never Stop ay matitigil na nga ang kanilang mga pangarap dito sa bandang Moat House. Pero men, Axis is waiting for Farang to actually get through this one. Narinig na nila yung mga gunshots dito sa may bandang taas. Pero ito na nga, Geek Fam together with No Escape. No Escape right now, Error tinatamaan dito. But Fikri right now will put some glue walls. Pero men, ginulat siya ni iPants. And iPants right now able to actually get two if I'm not mistaken. And Raja right now together with Mano 4. Buhay na buhay pa rin. Pero men, nire-revive na nga niya yung kanyang mga tropa. And No Escape will get defeated there. And Geek Fam, buhay pa rin ang apat.
Ito ang chicharon ng mundo. Napakaunat ng Geek Fam. Hindi basta matmatumba ang tropa natin ng Geek Fam dito. 10 kills already to their name and still no stopping as they go in for the fight against Watch and Learn. But this is a 3v4 situation. Medyo mahihirapan ng mga tropa natin dito Watch and Learn to go in for the kill as Geek Fam has managed to survive with all 4 members. Here comes another team going for the battle and Maske has been taken down with that grenade. But going in back, mga tropa naman dito ng Axis, I think, has won that engagement. We have anxiety right now in here, going in for the push. Yet another team, but X-Boys was able to take down Mano 4. So Watch and Learn, unti-unting pinabagsak. And there goes the hit. Si Maske na lang, meski saan na lang pumuputok, lumalaban at mukhang mamamatay na ang Watch and Learn. Geek Fam still survives with 13 kills.
Ang dami, Neptune, ng kills ng Geek Fam. Pero right now, hindi pa rin tapos ang laban. Neptune ay hindi na nagsalita kasi nakipagbarilan pala. And Diversity Gaming Esports right now will be able to defeat the team of Neptune. Axis, that will not be a good day for them anymore. And how many teams are left? 4 na lang pala bigla. And we still have a really big circle here. ORV. Cappuccino is the only remaining member left for ORV. Ang pinupush na sila ng Geek Fam. And right now, Geek Fam will try to add more with another kill there. Ilan na ang na-kill ng Geek Fam? Actually, meron pa palang isa na si Mocha na nandirito sa may edge sa labas ng circle. But men, Geek Fam with double-digit kill count right now, and the revive right now also happening onto the side of Diversity Gaming. DG, Eden77, it's a King BN22 will be back at it again here in this game. At maganda to kasi especially with the 4 teams remaining, Neptune, and then this fourth phase, talagang even matchup to on the later stages.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm surprised we're just in the fourth phase. Pero four na lang natitirang teams dito and sobrang bilis ng labanan, no? I think it's more of a because we are going towards the end of this day na medyo naging aggressive na yung mga teams and a lot of I would say presence has already been presented, especially for the side of Geek Fam. Alam na nila once sila ang nakaharap, there will be a little bit of pressure to the opposing team who they are going against. Pero we'll have to find out. We are seeing Oren right now spotting one of the members of ORB, the solo member left for ORB, but they have spotted yet a different team right here. And Papa has been taken down. Dito naman mga tropa natin dito na anxiety will also go in for does a push. So I think this is more of a free hit na lang sa mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam as the battle continues between Diversity Gaming and Anxiety from the other side.
And parang ano na lang, mamimitas na lang ng mga players tong Geek Fam. Nasa higher ground sila dito. Though they don't have the circle, they are also getting some hits onto the other side ng binabarelan nila. Uy, the Kiddes! Tinamaan ni Fikri, and Fikri, napakagaling talaga na sniper na itong batang ito, Neptune, at mukhang tatamaan pa rin niya! And man, 2 players got hit by Fikri, and they have, if I'm not mistaken, 16 kills already?
Oh my goodness. I mean, this will be a good play for the side and they need to be eliminated right now by Anxiety if they want to take this Booyah. Pero mukhang mahihirapan na nga sila dito, no? Because of the aggressiveness that has been shown as well as survivability. 17 kills already to their name and they're getting closer. Grenades are being thrown against Anxiety and no one has been taken down. But here comes Mocha. Will try to go in for the backstab pero hindi mag-work down against Raja, but there goes the take back. 1 against a 1 trade back for the side of Geek Fam and Anxiety. But here comes Raja going for the push. Raja will be taken down. Kanho right now still surviving. And Fikri is just challenging them with that snipe. The grenade has been thrown at him. Habang si Kanho naman nandito will try to flank as Barba makikita. But still alive and kicking with that glue wall with only a few HP. Pero tumagos na nga sa glue wall. And it is now left 2 members of Anxiety. Here comes the push. Toby and Kanho. And a surprise hit. Anxiety takes this Booyah.
Anxiety ang nanalo ng Booyah sa laban na to, Neptune, and this is going to be some smiling faces for the Filipino fans na nanonood ngayon dito sa Tagalog broadcast. And kita-kita naman natin na si Kanoho galit na galit, tsura pa lang, men. And ito pala si Chessman, men, naalala ko na yung pangalan niya, si Jeboy Wa. Ayan, nag-change name lang pala mga lods, and you can see them right now being proud of yung achievements or achievement na ginawa nila ngayong match na to. They were able to defeat the juggernaut of Geek Fam. Ang daming kills na ginawa nila, Neptune, and actually di ko na nabilang, more than 16 kills yata yun, or if not, they were stopped at 16 kills by Team Anxiety. But again, what a way to end that purgatory map. And now we're down to the last map. Who will take that next Booyah? I really want, ang gusto ko talaga, Neptune, dito, makuha ng Sri Lanka yung last Booyah para sa araw na to. Para at least makompleto, Malaysia may Booyah, Philippines meron. We also have Cambodia, and then lastly, we have Sri Lanka.
Yeah, we'll have yet to see yung mga teams natin, especially for the sides of, I mean, Never Stop and the teams of Archangel, they are having some difficulty, especially as they are being pressured by a lot of top teams as we've seen earlier, no? And it's more of who can take as much pressure and live out of this. And ito yung isa sa nakita natin na pressure na pinakita ng Geek Fam against Archangel. They have a good position earlier, but they have been surprised, especially on how Geek Fam has started this. No, it's a different version, I would say, of Geek Fam na nakita natin. Kasi lahat ng puntahan nila, lahat ng palingan nila, it's fight all over. And this is one of the lovely grenades being done by Jembal right now. Pero at this point, no, we have Farang who needs to make it and take a booyah to really say that what tactic they are showing, what great gameplay they're showing is really worth it to for them who has reached the world stage. But going back onto this fight, no, itong Geek Fam and Diversity Gaming, it was mostly the help of Geek Fam who was able to help Anxiety in that fight. Thus, they were able to survive that battle. Pero all thing I can say for this Boya, paring Kokoy, ang sayate. Diba? Ang sayati, and who was
Anxiety.
able to take that Boya.
And actually, you know what, Neptune, yung pag-eliminate ni Fikri dun sa dalawang miyembro ng Diversity Gaming,
Mm-mm.
as a whole, yung buong team na rin ng DG, actually help Anxiety because kung
Yeah.
hindi na eliminate ni Fikri yung Diversity Gaming, Team Anxiety rather, will probably have a hard time kasi baka ma-sandwich pa sila doon
Mhm.
ng team ng Geek Fam and also yung team ng Diversity Gaming, which again, that assist by Fikri, siya pa rin yung nahuli na namatay, then eventually able to actually get that booyah for the team of Anxiety. Pero yun na nga, we are now done with 7 maps. Akalain mo yun, Neptune?
Oo.
Naka 7 maps na pala tayo. Di mo napansin no? Pero we are now going into the 8th map of this day, and we're gonna show you again a little piece of that Alpine. And again, nakita naman natin kanina yung gameplay ng A and B sa Alpine. It's more of bakbakan in the early stages, and then kukunin nila yung gitna by the time that the third or fourth phase comes in. Will that thing happen again? I'm not sure, pero I'm pretty sure na magi-improve na yung mga Sri Lankan teams kasi napapansin ko for the past 3 games na naglalaro yung mga teams from Sri Lanka, talagang hirap na hirap sila, especially when the top teams are actually trying to mug them. Like, remember yung Farang, pinush ng isa, nag 2v1, partida daw. Nag 2v1 dun sa Never Stop kanina, and then eventually tinulungan din naman pala nung isang player ng Farang. So let's see if that's gonna happen, magiging or mag-i-improve rather yung mga Sri Lankan teams natin para at least naman magkaroon ng magandang mixture of booyahs ngayong araw na to.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's more of a one motivation as well for these new region comers, regional qualified teams. Especially dito, medyo maganda naman ang pinapakita ng mga tropa natin from Cambodia. It's more of Sri Lanka that we haven't seen just yet. But so far, we've seen AKO Khmer from the previous set that they played into from Group B, and I think the Alpine will give a chance for Sri Lankan team to be able to move up as well, because we've seen that other teams have not yet taken a good grasp of the Alpine map. And for those who really focus on studying this map and countering whatever gameplay the other teams don't know of, they will be able to get as much kills as possible. But going back to the battle that happened earlier, though Anxiety was able to take that win, I think talagang Geek Fam pa rin yung magiging number 1 because of the number of kills that they have. If I'm not mistaken, that was 17 plus the 2 kills that they made for DG. So I think that was a total of 19 kills. And there you have it, 19 kills coming in from
Wow.
Geek Fam right there. Plus second point, total of 28 on the total points. Anxiety right here representing the Philippines, 22 on the points. Not that much compared to Geek Fam on the kills, pero marami din. No? They had 10 kills right here. Just 1 over Farang, who has been aggressive as well. ORVE Sports is in there, who was able to get a number 3 spot with 14 points. Their name, yes, following them is Farang. And then we have Access Esports, the same as the Diversity Gaming on the 12th spot. So, or the 12 points on 5th and 6th. Watch and Learn with 7. No Escape with 4. Archangel with 3, Bloody Head as well as Never Stop with 2, and unfortunately, Eastern Wolves Gang 0 points for this game.
And kung titignan mo na naman yung Sri Lankan teams, very much consistent sila when it comes to the rankings per each round. Neptune, kanina kung maalala mo, we have 10th place yata yung isa and then 12th place yung isang team ng Sri Lanka. Hopefully nga na mag-improve sila.
Yep.
Siguro naninibago din sila, kasi it's kind of like what happened to Diversity Gaming or to the Cambodian teams. All of a sudden sa Alpine bigla silang nag-pop off. Remember AKO Khmer from Cambodia. They got so many kills in that last map na nilaro nila. And hopefully we could see Archangels and also Never Stop getting that kind of gameplay in this last map of the day. And with Geek Fam right now getting that 28 points in that 7th map, for sure na sila yung number 1 team after everything. Diba? Isipin mo na lang, they got 8 maps total today. Most definitely, they will be number 1. But tomorrow, it's gonna be a different, ibang tugtugin yan for tomorrow kasi it will be lesser games for them, for Geek Fam. And ang kailangan nilang gawin for tomorrow and then for the rest of the days is to be consistent in order for them to at least get that, we're talking about the prices here, Neptune, kasi syempre, ang laki ng agwat ng first place to second place when it comes to the prize pool, di ba? 200K or 200K tuloy. 110K rather in pesos or 2,000 USD ang pinaglalabanan ng mga teams dito for getting that number 1 spot. And hindi lumalayo dito, Neptune, yung gameplay ng K9 Esports together with the other squads like Farang right now having a really good showing.
Yeah. Well, though we have one more game dito for this group of ANC, since you mentioned about K9 Esports, by tomorrow sila man dito yung mas marami ang game. So more chances for them to be able to gather up the points similar to what we're seeing for the Group A right now. Because by tomorrow, that is the format that will have. They will have the whole day in there. But going back, now we are now preparing for this map of Alpine. We'll have to see yung mga teams who have really studied this game and find out what meta they can use to be able to outsmart, outplay, and outgame some of the teams who have been on the top consistently in this match. As you can see, medyo spread out ang drop points dito ng mga tropa natin ng Anxiety. They are taking a base camp as well as part of stadium as well as a little bit north of this high tier loot area, while the others, Watch and Learn, Bloody Heads, will also go in on that area just above Blueville. So for those who are in here battling against each other, Rivermouth might be one big trouble for them. Despite of the high tier loot, medyo meron silang river sa pagitan nila, one small bridge, and if they have been split out, it might be a takedown for this team.
And we see here Demon 76 kanina sa comment section, Neptune, sabi nila ano daw to, kalahating Indonesian, kalahating Pinoy daw. I'm not sure kung totoo yun. Maybe later on we'll do a little bit more of research, as Neptune is now getting hit with 26 HP left. Kaya pala nanahimik, guys. Biglang nagseryoso, mga kaibigan, si Neptune. And Axis right now needs help here for Neptune. Kailangan magbigay ng a little bit of that heal. Pero merong matapang dito sa Watch and Learn. Ito si Demon 76, mga kaibigan. Pagka talaga may ibang lahi, talagang sobrang iba yung kamandag, mga kaibigan, ng tapang.
Ala ko pag nag-aapoy yung kamay eh. Pero ito na nga mga tropa natin dito ng Access Esports unti-unti pa rin pinapasok. And there goes Maske taking out Siahid. But Flame was able to go in for the knockdown. But Maske has eliminated Siahid in this game. Now Flame right now, tamang silip-silip lang muna. At mukhang magre-regroup sila dito as boys will be taken down by yet a different team. It is from Mark na nadoon sa kabila ng ilog. And ang dami sabi nila dito, apart from watch and learn and access esports, we also have a part of anxiety and part of bloody head. So 4 team battle is happening right now, and how will this end? How will they be able to survive this? We'll have to find out habang nandito naman si Barba. Tamang silip-silip lang muna, hindi nagpapakita at tahimik lang. Chessman, aka Jiboywa, will be in here as well. The shots
Uy!
is on, pero hindi na mabagsak. But few HP remaining. Uy, the follow-up by Barba. And what a good move right now. But battle is on.
Uy!
Watch and learn eliminated. And this is by anxiety.
And anxiety, ang saya-saya Neptune ng anxiety ngayon. And actually, Axis na ang sunod nilang target as one member from Axis. I think it's currently, actually no, it's Kanaho. Rather, it's currently down for Team Anxiety. But at the same time, I think one member from Axis is currently down, which is si Flame 7. They have the advantage here. They can try to go for the push. Pero yun nga lang, Neptune, again, pagka may na down talaga na nakakampi mo, talagang mag-think twice ka to go for that push. Pero dito naman, sa may Snow Mountain, mga kaibigan, merong naglalaban ng dalawang team. This is Farang together with Diversity Gaming. Pero Kamehameha Wave sa mukha ni Rose, mga kaibigan. Ibigay mo na, isampal mo Toby sa Rose na yan ng Axis. Hindi na good day para sa kanila. And right now, na down na nga ni Kaloy. Coming from Bloody Heads, the third party, Israel, mga kaibigan.
Ito na nga, mukhang Pinoy, laban sa Pinoy ang mangyayari na dito at nandun pa ako sa gitna natitira, nananahimik lang pero kailangan mag-ingay kaya hindi ako gumagalaw dahil ako ay nagsha-shoutcast ngayon. Anyways, the teams right now of Bloody Heads will be going in for the push knowing that the battle has somewhat stopped dito sa side ng Anxiety. Ang mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads, kailangan nilang makabawi, kailangan nilang makukuha ng puntos, and even if it is going against the Filipino teams as well, they need to take them down. The question is, will they be able to do it? Because so far, Anxiety nga dito has done a great deal of damage already against everyone who went into this area. Mark right now will try to go in for that hit, but it is a grenade right now, and Shanks was able to take down Kanoho. Pero ito na nga, mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads is still on the push against other members of Anxiety.
And Chessman, aka Jeboywa, back free with a time turner together with the glue wall combination. And right now, Mark just waiting for the right time. Tinamaan ng lintek, mga kaibigan. Isama mo pa yung isa pang shot niya. Knockdown na nga si Jeboywa, aka now Chessman, and quadra kill na nga, mga kaibigan, ng Bloody Heads. 6 kills in total. Now with 11 teams remaining. Oh my G, Neptune is still alive.
Still alive and kicking, still being silent, pero mukhang hindi na magtatagal dahil dito na nga mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads, no? A few footsteps right now might be the end of Axis Esports. Kaya kailangan lang maging tahimik dito on this side. But the problem is, he has his back on his window na posibleng makita rin ng ibang mga membro ng Bloody Head, especially for the side of Mark, who has this steely eyes when it comes to that sniper. But as they move away, other teams will be moving in, and there is no rest for the wicked. Katulad na rin ang nangyayari dito for Bayet. Nag-iisa lang din for the team. He needs to survive and recover the teammates. Axis, one reason why he's not moving is because the revive is just near. All he needs to do is get that chance. But the battle continues against Archangel, and they are going against Never Stop. We'll have to find out who will be taken down, and there goes Santa out of this game. Archangel right now still going for the rush.
At sa lahat ng mga naglalaban, kapwa mo pa, countrymen mo pa yung kasama mo dito. And right now, Never Stop, iniikutan ni X-Gun, mga kaibigan. Parang pulis lang. And there you go, sana all nasa loob ng tent. And sana all merong glue wall pang depensa. Pero X-Gun right now, iniikutan, mga kaibigan, si Sana. And Sana right now is stuck right there. Step Pro. And right now, let's see kung makakasurvive pa ang Never Stop. And Never Stop Sensei able to take a hold underneath the bridge, and for sure Neptune talagang dyan na lang siya talaga until na lumayo na ibang teams. Pero Nox, no escape, mga kaibigan. Tinamaan si Kides dito, and right now they're trying their best to protect themselves here. at this area. And no escape with 3 members remaining. Diversity Gaming naman. Neptune, I'm not sure kung ilan na lang ang natitira sa kanila. I think 2 na lang ang natitira for their team.
Yeah, I mean, they have been split up hard. Si Eden naman nandito, nagiging quick melt na nga, unti-unti nababawasan ng mga tropa natin dito. But the rush is on with only 22 HP. Isang hit na lang dito, and there goes Iceman. Our Ipans for the kill. There's only one left, but the revive has been done for the side of Diversity Gaming. There's still life in them left. And going back into the fight, bloody heads still. Hindi pa rin natatapos ang laban. Si Neptune, hindi pa rin natatapos ang pag-aantay. At ang Eastern Wolves Gang naman ang nananaig doon sa area na yon.
Sabi ni Neptune, no? Kas muna ako dito, pre. Bahala kayo dyan. Pero right now, the circle is situated now onto the side ng Snowfall. And yung mga teams kagaya ng Anxiety ay nasa may far side ng circle ngayon, and at the same time Bloody Head. So 2 Filipino teams are actually not getting inside the circle, pero right now you can see Seeker. Huli ka, King BN, anong ginagawa mo dyan? Nagtatanim ata siya ng kamote, pre.
Ito matindi talaga to Seeker, no? Apart from escaping, talagang Seeker talaga, no? He lives up to his name. He seeks for the enemy and take them down. The kid right now is in here, also going in on the edges of the safe zone. Not quite sure if they can utilize a vehicle to get in, but with the 3 remaining members for Diversity Gaming, they need to go in for the placement. Marami pang mga buhay na mga kuponan dito, and they need to survive, and surviving is very difficult, as we can see Geek Fam has lost their aggressiveness because so far from earlier, no, ang dami ng pinakitang kills ng Geek Fam. I think they are just trying to get and try out this gameplay that they have, and they have used it very well. But this time, they will be taking it slow. Uy! We have Barba right now with a vehicle gameplay. Pero hindi pa mababagsak si Sensei. Sensei right now is in here. Tamang chacha lang muna. And sinong babagsak? Barba has been taken out pero walang backup. And there goes Anxiety going in for the rush towards Barba. And we have this is a never stop right now, coming back into the game, and that was a failed effort for the side of Barba. When he thought that he could eliminate the squad, he made that mistake and lost that 1v1.
Ano yun, nabitin yung pagbangga ni Barba doon kay Sensei. Hindi siya kumunik. And that's why namatay si Barba doon sa exchange na yun, using the time turner chronosphere din na nilabas niya. Hindi rin naging effective. And again, you can see right now, pinipeng-peng ni Akila 99 men. Mukhang nabuhay na yung Never Stop. Ito na ata ang pagbangon ng mga api. Pero men, andito na yung mga tropa nila. Ano ba? Bakit ba kayo lagi nagtatabi? Arc and Never Stop. Sino ba ang mas malakas na Sri Lankan dito, Neptune?
Titingnan natin, malalaman natin, but a few members in here just came back from the Vibe Flight. And there goes a hit. X-Gun has taken down Aquila right here. And the elimination will be done. Now, let's see, Sensei pa rin at si Sana All. Mapapalaban naman sa mga tropa natin. Chessman right now for the push. Pero hindi. There goes Sensei. Talagang malupit ang nakapagpabagsak kay Barba. Napabagsak na rin si Chessman dito. Talagang hindi nagpapatalo. Hindi nagpapatumba mga tropa natin dito ng Never Stop. They will never stop from fighting. Sensei goes in for the 2 kills already. Whoever goes against this guy solo will be taken down. That is what Sensei has to offer in this game.
And right now si Sana, anong ginagawa ni Sana? Nakadapa mga kaibigan. Nagpanggap na damo mga kaibigan si Sana. Sana all damo.
Pero ito na nga, looking at an aerial view, si Barba nakabalik na nga from the revive, and the 2 remaining members are moving in the safe zone. Pero magiging delikado ang sitwasyon nila dito. They need to move closer into the safe zone, as well as another teams. A lot of teams has already taken their place. At nandito na nga si Joker from Archangel, still using that vehicle gameplay. At Sensei naman nandito, wag lang madadaluhan, basta isa-isa lang. May pag-asa si Sensei mapalaban, pero makikita ata dito ng mga tropa ng Axis Esports. Not only that, Anxiety will be joining them. So Kanoho has been spotted already. Si Yahid has been taken down from Axis at si Barba naman napapalaban sa dalawang miyembro ng Axis Esports. Neptune and Flame is still live and kicking, but they have a chance to go in for this gatekeep against them. And the safe zone will be shown right there at medyo maganda ang pwestuhan. Never Stop has been eliminated already, but they need to survive, especially for side of Anxiety, dahil meron pa silang ibang mga teams na kailangan patumbahin at singitan, pero Kanoho hindi maalusot, and it is now left to one from Anxiety as we go in to Bloody Heads against a Geek Fam. Sino kaya mananalo dito? They are inside safe zone and Bloody Heads already made a lot of kills at this game.
And Bakery right now talagang walang takot, men. Pinush niya yung isang buong squad. Pero si Morgana may sorpresa dito sa Geek Fam. And right now, Geek Fam, but then again, Oren with that nade onto the side of Mark of Bloody Head. Tamang bawi lang. And men, Morgana will bail out in this vicinity. And Geek Fam, grabe talaga tong Geek Fam na to. Neptune, iba.
Oo. May ano to eh. May agimat ata itong mga to. And there goes Morgana. Palbagsak na nga si Barba with a grenade launcher. And this is while he is escaping ang mga mata ng mga tropa natin ng Geek Fam. Pero man of 4 right now. Pinaputok na nga si Morgana. Nakapagtago sa puno. Pero maaligtas. On the other side, Archangel has been eliminated by Eastern Wolves gang. And Tuaz goes for that kill. Geek Fam right now going for the safe zone and getting a good advantage on this high ground. Nakikita na nga si Morgana. And the moment na the glue wall has been destroyed, nakabawi naman dito si Morgana, but still a 2 remains for the side of Geek Fam, paring Kuku.
And yan yung risk na ginagawa ngayon ng Geek Fam. Talagang sobrang aggressive na nila. Sobrang taas ng confidence ng Geek Fam ngayon. And right now, we have Diversity Gaming. Bigla na lang umentra dun sa No Escape. And there you go. Anong ginagawa mo? Mali ang pinasukan mong liga doon. And right now, Geek Fam with 2 remaining members. Pero yung ORV, tamang gatekeep lang ginagawa nila. Ayaw nilang pagpushin yung Geek Fam dun sa side ng Bloody Head. Salamat, ORV. Kayo ang tunay na Bloody Head.
Pero ito na nga na Morgana, napapagsak lang si Oren with that grenade launcher. And si Morgana, despite of being solo right now, si Raja naman susunod pero nakaiwas, hindi tinamaan. But there's still a chance for Morgana to survive. So far, it's a 1v1 with a grade 1 Morgana na nandito. But may isa pang malaking balakid na kakaharapin ang paring Morgana natin. Isang buong koponan. And there goes the takedown. Nalikuran pa nga ni Raja. And Geek Fam as well eliminated in this game. Walang no choice kung di ang mamatay, and we are now left with 3 teams.
3 teams na lang natitira in view right now. Kanina pa to sa kill feed, pero si Latte nakita na si Error 7 and Ipans right now going for the spray down, and EWG nagpush na nga dito, umuusok pa yung motor mga kaibigan ng glue wall para pang depensa kay Grizzly. Grizzly right now will try to throw in a nade kasi tinamaan siya sa ulo. Headshot sa ulo mga kaibigan, and Monito right now will try to go for the revive, and there you go. Nakita na nga natin yan. Ipans right now will try to defend si Mankind na nagpupush na nga dito. And Mankind, mga kaibigan, hanapin mo na si Mr. Sako. And right now, Ipans will try to go outside. And I think ORB has the advantage here right now. Tamang pitas na lang ang gagawin nila dito. Sino ba ang matitira? EWG eliminated na nga. No escape. Mukhang no escape na nga sila. Pero men, what a nade there. Coming from No Escape. Mukhang buhay pa ang pag-asa, ang mga pangarap ng No Escape. And right now, re-revive muna dito. Si Cookie, yung kapatid ko, Neptune, nag-revive. And right now, sila Tia, buhay na nga. Mag-glue wall sila dito at the same time, kahanap ng cover. Pero men, the nades are real! And the nades are also real on the other side. And ORV, 1v1 Grizzly versus Latte. Wala na atang pangil, meron pa. Neptune, meron pa.
Killing spree.
And then there we have it. Namatay na nga out of safe zone, but this time it is a No Escape who was able to take this booyah for this game. What a turnaround it has been for this match dahil they have been silent so far from the start of this game, but so far No Escape. There is no need to escape for this team from Malaysia as they took this last game.
Ano yan na? Casting ano? Ay hindi siya nagka-cast. Playing on a couch.
Playing on a couch.
Yan. And, mukhang sumasayaw-sayaw pa yung isang player ng No Escape. Tuwang-tuwa. Pinakita yung electric pan. Mukhang talagang tuwang-tuwa sila, guys. And again, what a booyah there from No Escape. We thought na sila yung mamamatay doon kasi remember, they were at the edge of the zone. ORV just needed to just gatekeep yung dalawang teams, which is yung EWG and No Escape. But kumbaga nangyari, bumaliktad pa yung mga pangarap ng bawat koponan, and No Escape getting that booyah is sweet success yan para sa kanila.
Definitely, I mean, they have maintained. I think this is one of the gameplay that will really work, especially in this Alpine map, because more of a passive approach coming from No Escape. No Escape. They take a compound and then slowly move in towards the enemy. Pag nakakarinig sila ng labanan, doon sila unti-unti pumapasok. And when they know that they have the advantage, that's the only time that they go and put a little bit aggressiveness into their gameplay. But we'll have to find out so far if the win that they have, the booyah that they've taken, is enough, especially for those teams na naging agresibo sa laban na to. No, we've seen that several times that yes, you might have taken the booyah, but with the kills that they have made in this game, nakaka-overtake din sila dito on the leaderboards. And it's more of a balance of both that will really work if you want to remain consistent to be on top of this of all the teams in this competition.
And ito yung ginawa ng No Escape. They were able to defeat a few players here from Diversity Gaming. And ito yung ginagawa ng ARC. I'm not sure kung paano yung strategy talaga ng ARC. ARC really wanted to fight against their yung kapwa nila countrymen dito, which is yung Never Stop, and they were trying to their best to really rotate with the use of some of the vehicles. Unfortunately though, may mga nauna na mga teams gatekeeping them from getting inside the circle, and ito yung nangyaring final moments na kung saan batuan to the max yung nangyari between these two teams. Unfortunately for ORV, bigla na lang sila yung nasa disadvantage. I'm not sure why. Siguro hindi nila nakuha yung opportunity doon to actually gatekeep No Escape. They had the circle as well, and wala naman ng ibang team na nasa tabi nila. So again, what a big error there coming from ORV. They should have gotten that booyah kanina, Neptune.
Yeah. One thing that I saw, especially in the final moment, ORV, they are attempting to stay in the middle of the safe zone, pero medyo split up sila. So that is one thing that you will not do on the final moment. Yes, we have the risk of grenade, but if you have glue walls as well as the skills to avoid or avert all those grenades, magagawa mo naman ng paraan para hindi ka basta matamaan. Also, you can fire back against them because as you can see, that dumpster na tinataguan kanina from before the final moment of that game, that is a good spot for them to really hide out. It's more of the grenades that can take them out. But sabi ko nga, it's more of placement of the glue wall as well as how they will look into the approach of No Escape. They might have the advantage, but so far it's still a good for the side of the Escape. They went in for the edge, they waited for the safe zone to close in and then put a little bit of pressure. Thus na yung split up na ginawa dito ng ORV was not their advantage. But so far that has been 8 matches already in this game. And it's fast, no? Ang daming mabibilis na gameplay dito, and it's very aggressive for some of the teams as well.
Yeah, definitely. And the first time we saw Alpine and also how they play the game, talagang really interesting. Especially sa early stages talaga ng Alpine, ang daming naglalaban-laban. Parang ano siya, kalahari. I mean, based on the groupings na meron tayo ngayong araw na to, ang dami nangyayaring early engagement with those two maps. But for the others, medyo konti lang sa simula, tapos medyo dumadami na by the end of the game. But anyways, that's been a blast here for like casting the first Alpine together with Neptune, the Gentleman Gaming, guys. And actually, sa mga nanonood dyan, I know for sure na nag-enjoy kayo kasi may nanalong mga Pinoy ngayong araw na to ng booyah. We have Bloody Heads together with Team Anxiety. Unfortunately kanina no, nahirapan lang yung anxiety kasi nga medyo
Mhm.
pinapagitnaan sila ng
Yeah.
team ng Bloody Heads together with if I'm not mistaken Geek Fam. And Geek Fam today is really really so hot. Talagang iba yung pinakita nila. They really wanted to get that number 1 spot. Pero bago ang lahat, round 8 standings, we have No Escape getting the number 1 spot here with 23 points. Bloody Head with 17. ORV, talagang super passive sila, Neptune. Only 15 points because of that passive gameplay. And Geek Fam, even though na medyo actually, totoo lang, medyo pangit nga yung nangyari sa Geek Fam ngayong laban na to. Pero they still get 14 points in this game. So what a day for Geek Fam indeed. And EWG 13, 10 for Archangels. This is kind of new.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have put in a great fight on that battle. Yung mga naganap na laban sa kanila, pinakita kanina ng Archangels, it's just unfortunate yung placement nila as well as yung the surviving members of their team. And well, hopefully we'll see more of them in the upcoming days. But they are tied with Diversity Gaming, and we've seen so far how aggressive Diversity Gaming has been at the start of this day, but has been dwindled towards the end. Pero ang side T right now will only 4 points on the kills and 3 on the placement, 7. And going into the 9th and 10th, never stop. And Active Esports will be in here tied to 4 and 3 for 3 and 1 for the last 2 in there. Going in on the map recap, we have Bermuda. Both Bermuda will be taken by Geek Fam. Bloody Heads has taken Kalahari, as well as the first Alpine map. Purgatory has been taken by Axis Esports. We have Diversity Gaming taking Kalahari. Next on the Purgatory will be Anxiety. And the last but not the least, No Escape taking the final Alpine map for today. And 8 matches na nga paring Kuko, no? And that is a lot of a gameplay, a lot of aggressiveness, great and smart gameplay from this team. And so far, I'd like to see more and excited to see what will be happening tomorrow, paring Kuko.
Totoo yan, and it will give more airtime for the other groups, especially that Group A has already taken 8 games already for day number 1. So for day number 2, malamang sa malamang yung Group B, yung magkakaroon ng 8 games, and then Group A and C will be cut in half here for the first 4 and then the last 4 games for the day. Pero yun nga, no, Geek Fam will be indeed top number 1 as we now see the overall standing. Ang layo ng puntos ngayon ng Geek Fam, 151 getting number 1 spot. But this is kind of surprising. Diversity Gaming from Cambodia getting second place with 79 points. Bloody Head on third spot right now with 75. Axis naman with 71. 60 for EWG. Watch and Learn 56. ORV with 53, Farang with 49, and Anxiety with 45.
Continuing on from the 10th spot, K9 Esports with 37, No Escape with 36, X-Men Akatsuki with 34, AKO Chimera with 32, Todak with 29, the same as Team Princess. We have Orange Esports with 24, Archangels and Never Stop in here 17 and 12. Still a lot more to be seen and need to be proven by our Sri Lankan teams down at 17 and 18. But so far, we are looking forward to more. But ang gusto ko lang i-point out dito, paring Kuko, is how well these teams of Geek Fam was able to take that lead. Yes, they have a lot more games on them, but I think there was no off game for Geek Fam. Hindi man sila makakuha ng buya, nakakuha sila ng magandang placement or kill points. Thus, ang laki na kalamangan nila, especially for everyone on Group A.
Totoo yan, and kaya nga ganito yung lead ng Geek Fam ngayon. Even though na they didn't get the booyah for the other games, they were able to at least get top 3, top 4, or maybe even top 2 most of the time. And that's why they got 151 points with ang daming kill points, 83 kill points, man.
Yep.
It's more than the placement points na meron sila ngayon. And for tomorrow's schedule, like what we've been talking about, ito na yung sinasabi natin, Group A and B for games 1 to 4, and then Group B and C from games 5 to 8. So it's more of the Group B, yung highlight for tomorrow's schedule for day number 2 of the Free Fire Challenger Series Season 2. And same lineup ng mapa to. Neptune, Bermuda,
Yep.
Kalahari, Purgatory, and Alpine until the end. Walang mauumay sa mga nanonood.
Yeah, definitely. It's switching of the teams as well as the number. The addition of Alpine in here, talagang walang mauumay. Hindi mo agad makikita yung pagkakapareho ng parehong mapa because of the gap between them. But we're really excited to see how much more these teams are going to put into play because so far I like to see the numbers as well as the performance of these teams after this broadcast, and then a lot of talking points, a lot of stories can be built from the outcome of this day number 1. No, marami tayong pwede pag-usapan by tomorrow, but this was a solid day. Sobrang aggressive ng mga teams. Start nung laro, no? Were we expecting? I mean, we're really expecting the start of the game, medyo chill lang. But this time, there's no chilling. There's no waiting. A lot of engagement, a lot of heated battle has been shown by all these teams. And I'm expecting a lot more by tomorrow.
Totoo yan. And actually, to be honest, Neptune, most of the games actually are really so aggressive games. Like, mga fourth phase pa lang, 3 na lang yung natitira mga teams. And this is what we're talking about here in Garena Free Fire. We're talking about the meta has been changed, yung gameplay, and also brand new teams coming from other countries that we haven't seen before, like Sri Lanka and Cambodia, getting the spotlight here in this tournament. So hopefully nga tomorrow na maging same outcome tayo dito. Pero again, we're gonna expect, Neptune, that these teams will have a little bit of adjustment going into these games tomorrow. Kasi nga, gusto nilang talunin yung Geek Fam. Yung ice ngayon, all eyes on Geek Fam right now. Nakatarget lahat ng mga teams ngayon sa Geek Fam. They want that top number 1 spot. I mean, sino bang may ayaw ng 2,000 USD, diba, Neptune?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that is a goal for everyone. But ang laki ng blockage kasi nila to get to that goal. Geek Fam has proven that they can be passive, they can be aggressive, they can go in placement, they can go in kills. And it's very difficult to counter what Geek Fam is in there. There's only one instance and only one that Geek Fam has been countered, and we'll have to find out how that happened and if that can be replicated by any other team. So far, Farang ata yung naka-eliminate sa kanila na mas maaga. But that was in Kalahari. But if there will be a replication of that, it might be by chance or depende sa RNG gods on how the circle will be going. But still, I would say Geek Fam has been staying strong from start to finish. I'm just asking a lot of teams to step up, especially from those newcomers of Cambodia and Sri Lanka. And syempre, yung mga tropa natin dito from the Philippines as well, they need to move up to their gameplay to go against Geek Fam on how they can counter kung ano nga ba yung rotation as well as the approach that Geek Fam has to offer on the close quarter battle. Kasi kahit 1v1 hindi sila basta mapatumba.
Totoo yan, and expectation ko for tomorrow is actually K9 Esports to be really so aggressive coming in tomorrow, especially that they will have total of 8 games. And talagang walang pagod yun, walang mapapagod para sa K9 Esports. We saw them a little bit kanina with 4 games. Pero right now, before we actually end this live stream, Neptune, any final words before we end this?
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much for the support. I am Neptune General Garcia. Together with me is Kuku TV. Hope to see you tomorrow, same time, same channel, because the battle will continue. And the path will be forged right here as we continue on the Garena Free Fire Challenger Series. See you.
stupidest mission I've ever gotten.
It is not just a book. It values more than you can think of.
What can I do for you?
Start 25 plan.
The risk level is high. Please confirm whether you need to run it.
Confirm.